movies, and game day audio. Mix 96.7. The Smoky Valley Vikings play here.
Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hutch are proud supporters of high school sports. And of course, we are proud to support our community any way we can. Good luck to all of our athletes this season. We hope you have a fun and memorable and most of all, healthy season. Be safe. Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the giant corner of Lorraine and 30th in Hutch, or online 24/7 at allensamuelshutch.com. Come by. Let's be friends.
Mix 96.7.
And welcome Smoky Valley basketball fans. This is Don Binkson along with Darren Abel. We're live at Clay Center High School here in Clay Center for tonight's game between the Clay Center Tigers and the Smoky Valley Vikings. And this is from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. This is Viking basketball on Mix 96.7. And I think, Darren, we're in for a good treat tonight. Both teams are 7-5 on the year. Both teams play a lot alike. They hustle, they shoot, they score, and I think we're in for a treat tonight.
Yeah, this will be a real battle for the girls. Clay Center is always well coached, always pretty fundamentally sound, and they always seem to have, one or two players who are really standout players for them that seem to give us problems, and I don't expect tonight will be any different.
But it's sure been exciting to see Tinley Scott doing so good from beyond the arc. 6 3-pointers a game before the last one, and then the last game at home, 5 3-pointers. What a couple of games she's had.
Yeah, she's definitely in the zone right now, and we hope that she's still that way tonight.
Yeah.
Hopefully she hasn't cooled off this week during practice. So because we're going to need her, we're going to need everybody chipping in. This is going to be this is going to be a battle tonight.
Yeah, no question about that. Both teams are 7-5 on the year. Clay Center coming in having won over Republic County, Belleville Republic County. They won 47-34. They won over Whitewater 48-41. They won over Abilene 45-31, and they lost to Holcomb at the Hillsborough tournament. So they've been tripped up too. So they're still girls. They're still high school kids, and they can have games that they don't play well. But it's their homecoming too tonight, so they're probably going to be up on a little even higher level.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to be motivated with it being homecoming, and probably be a big crowd in the building, at least for sure by the time we get towards the second half of the game. And they're working to get themselves in a position for a good seed for their sub-state as well. And I'm sure they feel like this is a game tonight that's on their home floor that they ought to be able to pull out a win.
Yeah, they've got a good team, and like you say, they're well coached. Although Dalton Heist is a new coach, but his predecessor was Jeff Edwards, who was a Bethany grad who's been here for a long time. But he was on the bench with Jeff. He was an assistant coach. So and one of the assistant coaches that he had stayed. So yeah, they've flowed through, and they're going to continue to do what they do good. But the Vikings, we got to play smart, not foul so much, and see if we can cut down on our turnovers a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. We did a good job the other night of turning over Hutch Trinity quite a bit. We had a few too many turnovers ourselves, and tonight against a pickup, a notch up on the opponent, they're going to, I expect Clay Center, if we turn the ball over like that, Clay Center's going to take advantage and score off of that. So need to take care of the ball, and then like we've talked about all year is just play hard defensively, but be smart and not pick up those silly fouls. We've done a little bit better at that as of late in the last few games, and so we need to continue that trend definitely.
We'll take our first time out. When we come back, we'll have an interview with Coach Drew and his thoughts on the game tonight. You're listening to Smoky Valley Basketball back after these timeouts.
Coming up on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game, we'll break down tonight's matchup and preview other key games on the Ad Astra Sports Network. The Smoky Valley Vikings play on Mix 96.7.
Lauren Doak here to tell you about the Smoky Valley Virtual Charter School. We have everything your student needs to graduate high school completely online. Learn from Kansas State certified teachers who have experience in online learning and virtual classroom management. We also offer high school test prep, college and career readiness, credit recovery, and more. Be anywhere, learn everywhere with Smoky Valley Virtual Charter School.
The McPherson News Ledger is your hometown newspaper. From prep sports to local events and interesting people, look to the McPherson News Ledger each week to get the news that matters to you most. Visit McPhersonWeeklyNews.com to subscribe or learn more.
When it comes to your personal banking, it should be, well, personal. That's how we do business at the Farmers State Bank. Farmers State Bank combines personal service with the modern convenience of advanced technology. Visit any one of our locations in Galva, Lindsborg, or McPherson and see how we take service. Very personal.
We're here to keep you rolling. Rod's Tire and Service.
Are you tired of hearing, we don't have any? Rod here at Rod's Tire and Service of Hillsboro. We've built up our tire inventory so that we probably have the tires you need in stock. We want to make sure when you come to Rod's Tire, you won't leave empty-handed.
Beds for Less is proud to offer you the best mattress deals in the area. Save on twin mattresses starting at $99. Queen mattresses just $199. Plus, add an adjustable base to select mattress sets for only $99. Beds for Less is your Beauty Rest Black and Serta Arctic headquarters. Free statewide delivery included with these luxury mattress lines. Take your mattress home today with zero down with our no credit needed and promotional financing programs. Same day and statewide delivery available. For the best deals on the best brands, shop Beds for Less in Wichita, Hutchinson, Salina, Topeka, and Manhattan.
Mix 96.7.
And welcome back to more Viking Pregame. Don Binks along with Coach Drew as you get ready to take on the Clay Center Tigers, but always good to be back at home and always good to get a good win on last game.
Yeah, it felt very good about that win. I loved how the girls came out and played with confidence. They knew that they had a good chance to win, and they proved it, and they did all the right things. They did the little things, and we want to continue to build off of that. So we want to take that momentum that we have Tuesday, use it today, especially on the road at Clay. This will be a tough matchup, but we got to play well. We got to play with confidence, and don't change the way we play. Just continue to do all the things that we do well, and just keep doing them more.
Yeah, you have another road trip up here to Clay Center. We're up here now tonight talking before the game, and always have to think about how the road affects the team and how focused they can be when they get out there on the court.
Yeah, it's going to be loud. They're going to have their crowd into it. They're going to have people cheering, and their student section is going to go crazy, and we expect that. We also have to be able to weather that storm. We could be up 10 or down 10, and they're going to still expect to play their best basketball. So no matter what's happening, we've got to just be able to stay under control. Have that emotional control that we talk as a team, and just continue playing our best basketball. I don't know if we've quite yet played a full game of our best basketball, or maybe even haven't played a quarter of it yet. We play kind of minutes on a time and then kind of tap out of that. So tonight's got to be a game of 4 quarters for us to play our best basketball, and we'll be in good shape.
Really exciting to see Tinley Scott get hot from beyond the arc.
Absolutely. She's just kind of been staying patient. She works very hard. She's really trying to establish herself as a vocal leader on the team, and she's doing a lot of good things, and just that confidence is going through the roof right now, and I love it. And we watched some film the other day, and I told her, hey, you keep shooting with confidence. Every time you shoot the ball, I want you to believe it's going in, and she's doing that, and I just expect her to continue to do that. I wouldn't change a single thing that she's doing, and she has a green light to shoot as she goes, so we're excited for her.
Yeah, it's nice to see those smiles on the court when they do good. How about a couple of keys to victory?
We've got to win the rebound war. That's a big one. There are games this season where we've been in tight ones, and the teams that win the rebounding war tends to win. So we've got to win when it comes to rebounding, and I told them we got to win by 10. I want that to be a big difference in the game and to control the boards both offensively and defensively. And then I think the next one is to force 25 turnovers, and that's something we can do, but we've got to really put our mind to it. And then I think that last one is just play with confidence. It doesn't matter where we're at, home or away. Play with confidence, play with a little bit of swagger, be under control, and we're going to be in really good shape after the game.
Sounds like a plan, Coach. Good luck.
Thanks so much, Donnie.
Coach Drew of the Vikings. We'll be back with more pregame right after this.
More of the Midway Motors Drive to the Game coming up. Midway Motors in McPherson, Newton, Hutchinson, and Hillsboro for every mile of life. Mix 96.7. The Smoky Valley Vikings play here.
Hi, this is Lucas Raleigh with Raleigh Insurance. With a family myself, I know how important managing expenses are. If you are thinking about shopping your family's insurance, let us do the shopping for you with our newly expanded markets and carriers. As an independent agency, we've been saving families across Kansas for the past 50 years. Check out RaleighInsurance.biz, see me in Little River, or stop by Raleigh Insurance in Inman or Lyons today.
For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier 2-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour today. Visit hutchcc.edu/campus tour.
Hi, this is Justin, inviting you to stop by our locally owned Scooters Coffee and enjoy our signature Sea Salt Caramelicious. This limited time offer gets a gourmet infusion of gently sea salted caramel crafted to perfection with our world-class espresso, all dressed up with whipped cream and caramel drizzle. Scooters Coffee, amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scooters Coffee, with 2 locations on East 30th in Hutchinson and on North Main in McPherson and South Ohio in Salina.
Archer Gear for Sport at 109 North Main, downtown Lindsborg, is a proud supporter of the Smoky Valley Vikings and the Bethany Swedes. Be sure to stop by before the game and check out the new apparel to show your team pride. We wish all the student athletes a safe and successful season.
Advanced Physical Therapy of McPherson offers the most comprehensive physical therapy in the area. Our therapists at Advanced Physical Therapy are trained in multiple specialties, such as dry needling, orthopedics, and neurological rehab. If getting in to see your physician is difficult, Advanced Physical Therapy may be able to see you without a referral. We pride ourselves in one-on-one, goal-oriented therapy to help reduce your pain and get you back doing the things you love. Call Advanced Physical Therapy or visit our website at aptclinics.com and see how we can help you live at your physical best.
Mix 96.7.
And welcome back to Clay Center High School. Don Dingson along with Darren Abel as we get ready to play tonight's game, and the Vikings facing the Clay Center team, orange and black against orange and black tonight. Got to get that out of the way. That's not a big problem, but it's always fun to come up here and play. It's always a challenging game to come up here and play.
Yeah, absolutely is. It's like Coach Drew said, it's a tough place to play. They're loud. It's a loud gym. Their band is loud, so it's going to be a challenging environment for the girls. And we're going to have to show up and do things like we need to do them.
Yeah, they go through Haley Bent as their leading scorer at a little over 10 points per game. The Mackenzie Weller, the point guard number 1, is a good player for them. They've also got one girl that's out tonight with an injury, but we still got to play, and our girls are doing so good. We got 3 girls now in double figures with Adrian Hazelwood at 15 points per game, Cott Blanchett at just a little right at 10, and then Tinley Scott has gotten her average up to 10 points a game with those big 2 20-point games.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to have to. Clay Center's going to have to work defensively to try and slow down our offense. But we've got to do, our share of work on defense as well. And like Coach Drew said, we need to control the boards. We can't give up easy rebounds. They've got a girl that's listed at 5'11", so they're going to be able to match our size inside. So we just need to do the fundamental things and, like we've done the last couple of games, and just carry that same momentum over and keep doing what we've been doing.
Yeah, no question about it. It's just one of those things you got to take each game as it comes and see how it plays. But Coach did say that they have been working on not fouling, boxing out, working hard on defense, and not working as much on their offense. So they know they've got to do a little bit better job on the defensive end.
Yeah, and defensively, we've had good defensive intensity all year long. It's just we get over-aggressive sometimes and commit some silly fouls that are a long way from the basket, or when we don't have a chance to get a steal and those kinds of things. So if we can rein that back in a little bit better, should be in good shape.
And it's getting about time for starting lineup, so they're going to have the national anthem and the homecoming activities between the 2 games. So that is the way we'll do it tonight. And we'll go ahead with starting lineups. How about the Clay Center Tigers?
You bet. Let's see. Starting for Clay Center, number 1 is Mackenzie Weller. She is a 5'2" senior. Their leading scorer is number 10, Haley Bent, a 5'6" senior. Megan Wright is a 5'6" senior. She is number 21. 34 is Reagan McDonald. She's their big girl in the middle, a 5'11" sophomore. And number 35 is Danny Carson, a 5'4" senior.
So for Coach Heist, he'll send out Weller, Bent, Wright, McDonald, and Carson. And how about our Vikings tonight?
And for the Vikings, number 0, Breanne Peters, is a 5'7" junior. Clara McElroy is a 5'6" junior. She is number 11. Our hot shooter as of late, number 21, Tinley Scott, a 5'7" junior. Number 23, Adrienne Hazelwood, is our leading scorer. She's a 5'7" junior. And our big girl in the middle, number 32, Kat Blanchett, a 6-foot sophomore.
Before Coach Juilliard and his Vikings tonight, it'll be Peters, McElroy, Scott, Hazelwood, and Blanchett, kind of the normal starting lineups that we've had as of late. And just like tonight's teams, McPherson Laundry can help you look like a winner. Expert dry cleaning and personal shirt service. McPherson Laundry and McPherson is where you take your clothes. The Vikings in their road black uniforms with white lettering, orange numerals trimmed in white, and some orange striping down the side. And the Clay Center Tigers in their home white uniforms with orange lettering, orange numerals, and orange and black trimming down the side. And it's the Vikings and the Tigers here from Clay Center, and sit back and enjoy tonight's game and hope our Vikings can play good tonight. Don't have any silly mistakes, but that's a pipe dream. No silly mistakes in a high school game.
Yeah. We're never gonna probably ever have that perfect game, but we just continue the role that we've had the last couple of games and continue that momentum, and we can pick up a win tonight. This will be a really nice win that will help us as far as our sub-state goes.
It's an east and west court. We're up toward the top of the bleachers behind the scorers table. And the Vikings will be shooting at the west end, our right end. And it'll be McDonald against Blanchett, controlled by Blanchett. We're underway with a victory. Looks like they're going to pick us up man-to-man. It goes to Kat Blanchett inside to Hazelwood. Hazelwood has to stop, going to elevate, shot, and good. Wow.
Good job by Adrienne. She's really caught under the basket, but pivoted out and got an angle for the shot.
Yeah, it didn't look like she knew what she was going to do. There's Bent on her way to the basket. She's going to shoot it up, and good. So Haley Bent, their leading scorer, does just the same and takes it all the way coast to coast. Nobody stopped the ball.
Fouls on Tinley Scott.
Tinley will pick up her first.
Yeah, going to try and complete the and one here.
And she does. So each team has scored on their opening possession. They're going to put it
picking up, full court man-to-man.
Cott gets it into the front court to Hazelwood. Hazelwood back to Blanchett. Blanchett drives the side of the lane. Her shot up and good. Wow. Katia takes it to the hole for a 4-3 Viking lead. Quickly the other way comes right. Or Weller, wrong one. Bent, she's going to launch a long three-pointer. It's no good. Battle for the rebound won by McDonald inside. McDonald travels. So that's the first turnover of the game. You never know what officials you're going to get, and it's just been officials that I've seen these guys before. I don't know them offhand. And there's an out of bounds. Oh, come on. It up. Now, she tied it up, but Weller tied it up, but Weller was standing out of bounds when she tied it up. So that's not a jump ball. That's out of bounds.
Should have been. Yeah, should have been. But
charge us with a turnover.
Yep.
Go into McDonald. Back to Weller. Weller has it outside, goes inside to number 35. That is Carson. Kick it out and around and start over on their offense. Vikings man-to-man. Bent on the dribble drive. Kick it out baseline to Weller. Weller going to penetrate, get it into McDonald. McDonald shot, and it's good. McDonald knocks down the 15-footer inside to Blanchett. Blanchett strong to the basket. Shot. Ooh. No, going to rebound. It's on the floor loose and picked up by the Vikings. No, still touch, and it's going to be last touch by Clay Center. It'll be Viking ball. Good hustle by both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Players getting on the floor after the ball. That's what we like to see.
Kat Blanchett's shot went right to the top of the rim and stayed there, but didn't get in. And there's a drive, and the ball got knocked out of bounds. Adrian, I think, wanted to foul, and it's going to go the other way. So
yeah, they must have said it was off of Adrian's knee because she got hacked pretty good.
Yeah, we couldn't see that there. Does that go as a turnover or just a missed shot?
I would say it's turnover because she didn't really ever get the shot off.
Clay Center gets it into the front court with Wright, near side to Bent. Good defense by Peters. They throw it way out by half court, but Weller runs it down. Get it back to Wright. She's going to launch a three, and it's good. Wright knocks down a three-pointer. So it's 8-4 here in favor of Clay Center. Peters has it in the front court, turns it over, goes right to Bent. Bent takes it down and knocked out of bounds. It'll stay. Oh, no,
Yeah,
it hits
it
Bent.
hit Bent while she was out of bounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good job by Cott Blanchett not to get a foul on that one. Now Eva Malm in. Peters out. A substitution for the Vikings.
A lot of up and down action here to start off.
Yeah, both teams are pretty speedy. Get it into Eva. She goes right back to Adrian. Adrian will bring it into the front court on the dribble. Oh, my goodness. There's a foul.
Yep.
And that's going to be on.
Yeah, Katya set a screen.
Yeah. Wright did not even look the other way.
Well, and nobody and in Wright's defense, her teammates didn't let her know there was a screen coming, and she ran pretty hard right into Katya.
Yeah, that's got to hurt. Fouls 1-1 now so far, but Clay Center has gotten a hot start. They got off to an 8-4 lead here early with 5:40 to go here in the first quarter. Hazelwood across to McElroy. She gets the ball, and she's going to get called for the travel. She kind of bobbled a little bit, and she was trying to throw it.
Into Clay Center's lineup, number 4, Madison McCann, and number 12, Emma Fitzenmeyer.
Bent to bring it up against a little token pressure from Clara. 5.5 minutes left to go, first quarter. 8-4 in favor of Clay Center. Get it to McDonald. She's outside the arc now, and she'll hand it off to Wright. Cross court it goes to number 12, Fitzenmeyer. Back out top to Wright. Wright still on the drill. Oh, a steal by Tinley Scott. Tinley's going to take it down, but Wright makes up the difference, and Tinley's got to pull it out. Here's a three-pointer by Hazelwood. No, rebound. Bent for Clay Center. Good-looking shot by Hazelwood, but just didn't fall.
Yep.
Right on the dribble. Picks it up, comes to McDonald, top of the key. Looking for McCain inside, not there. Around it goes to Bent. Baseline corner by the Viking bench. Cross court right. Baseline Fitzenmeyer. Fitzenmeyer drive, kick out to Wright. Wright drive, inside it goes. And it's saved by the Vikings, and it'll go to Scott Blanchett, who up to Tinley Scott. Tinley on the run to Clara, back to Scott. Oh, she should have gone up with it.
Yeah, Clara tried to make an extra pass.
Oh, no. Clay Center gets the timeout somehow. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep this one right here as the Vikings trail Clay Center by the score of 8-4. This timeout brought to you by Pyle Law. Have you or someone you know been injured at work? Tom Pyle has over 25 years experience helping injured workers receive the benefits they deserve. Call for a free consultation, 620-241-9000. Don't forget, you can stream tonight's game on your phone with the Ad Astra radio app powered by Next Tech Wireless. Shop the latest phones and devices at the best prices. Next Tech Wireless, we are Kansas. Yeah, that was one too many passes by Clara. She had a wide open look. She should have shot that one.
Yeah, absolutely. And Vikings got to take care of the ball. We're already at 5 turnovers, and we're not even 4 minutes into the game yet. So it's we got it in that mode where we kind of get a little bit in too much of a hurry, and we get a little scattered, and we just need to slow down, take care of the ball.
Clay Center has, how many do they have?
They have got 3.
Adrian should have taken that one, but she just took her eye off of it evidently. And
yeah, she looked up to see about going to the basket before she had the ball.
Drive with the ball. Somebody else knew in the vein. That's Crimmins. Here's a left-handed shot by Fitzenmeyer. No. McDonald with the rebound. No. And McDonald gets another rebound and puts it in. So she got a couple of rebounds, and they elevated their lead to 10-4 the 4-minute mark. Even Mom out top, and she throws it away. Got tipped and taken away by Clay Center. Quickly it goes to number 22. And they turn it over. I don't have a 22 in my program.
22, Candace Lippe, L-I-P-P-E.
Here's Hazelwood's shot. No. Blanchett tries to rebound and can't get it. Bent with her tiptoe on the line does get it. Now a reach-in foul on Clara. It'll be a foul on the Vikings. It'll stay with Clay Center. 10-4 in favor of the Tigers.
Coming in for the Vikings, Brianne Peters back in. And coming in, number 5, Nevaeh Spittler, a 5'7" sophomore. Good to see her back after missing a couple games with the flu, I think it was.
Did you say Litte, Litte? 22.
Lippe, Lippe.
And a shot for Clay Center. And going to the free throw line will be Fitzenmeyer, I believe. PP.
First one is good. The foul was on Tinley Scott. That was her second.
Oh, darn. That's too bad.
So Sophia Fruits will be coming into the Viking lineup.
So Tinley will take a break for a little bit. Fitzenmeyer gets her second free throw. Good crowd on the Clay Center side over there.
Yeah.
Second one is good as well. They're having a good shooting night here to start with. And the Coach Drew wants a timeout. We'll step aside as well. Vikings trail 12-4. Back after this 30-second timeout.
Hey, Danny, do you know what time it is?
It's 1:39. Why?
No, it's time for our annual Hog Bundle sale.
Oh, right. It's on sale for $119. That's a savings of $47.
Yes, and you get ham, bacon, chops, roast, and sausage.
Come see us at 1636 Mohawk Road, just north of McPherson.
From finding that perfect car for college, switching to the minivan life, or finally getting your dream ride, Midway Motors is ready to help. Stop by one of our 6 locations across central Kansas or learn more at midwaymotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
Mix 96.7.
And welcome back to Clay Center. Not the start that Coach Drew wanted tonight, of having too many turnovers and running into a team that really got a hot start to their shooting tonight.
Yeah, the Clay Center shooting the ball well, and like you said, we're turning the ball over. We've got 6 turnovers here within the first 5 minutes of the game. Need to slow down, take care of the ball, not be in such a hurry to. A couple of the girls, a couple of times, get the ball and they want to be in a hurry to get rid of it right away. And just need to be patient, make sure we've got somebody open when we pass it.
Hazelwood will bring it slowly across the timeline. Goes over to Eva Malm outside this 1-2-2 defense now. Hazelwood back to Malm. She's going to launch a 3 ball. No. Rebound Hazelwood. Side of the lane. Dribbles in. Shot up. No, but she's fouled. And Hazelwood will have 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, Clay Center switched to a 1-3-1 zone that time, so we'll see if they stick with that. That would certainly open up things on the outside for some of our shooters.
And the Hazelwood free throw is good. Crimmins was guilty of the foul. That's the second foul on Clay Center. Been a while since the Vikings scored, and Hazelwood gets both. 12-6 our score. Vikings trail. Lippe bringing it into the front court on the dribble against Peters. Goes near side to. Oh, that was a walk. My goodness. She took 2 steps before she even dribbled. Now she's going to get called for a double dribble, but that was blatant travel. Man.
I don't know how. And there was an official right there. I don't know how. He must have been looking at something else.
Yeah, and that's what happens once in a while. You just absolutely can't watch every single little thing every minute. Here comes Hazelwood into the front court, goes off to Eva Malm. Eva with it on the dribble, wants to go back to Adrian, does.
Clay Center's back to their man-to-man.
Give and go. Oh, and she went to Peters, who was open, but stepping in front of the pass was Clay Center's Carson, and the Vikings turn it over again. Lippe with it out top, goes on the wing to number 4, McCain. Long 3, and airballed it out of bounds by Carson. Lots of substitutions coming in now.
Yeah, Clay Center will be back to their starting lineup on the floor now.
Clay Center has already gone 9 deep on their bench, so. Hazelwood going out for a break.
Yeah, Kat Blanchett's back into the Viking lineup. Clay Center still in the full court man-to-man press.
Get it into Eva. Eva will bring it into the front court on the run. Picks up her dribble, gets it off to Tinley Scott. Scott in the middle of the lane, little floater. It's good. Tinley Scott with her first basket of the night. And the Vikings have 8. 12 for Clay Center at the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Bent kicks it out to Weller. Back to McDonald. Back to Carson. Back to Bent. Way outside is Haley Bent. Will drive the baseline, shot up, and get it to go. Wow. He's got 5 now. 14-8, 6-point Clay Center lead. Wow, right all over Brianna Peters. Eva Malm still with the dribble, gets it into the front court. Dribbles through a couple of defenders. Clara Wright right there to pick it up. Round it goes to Tinley. Over to Blanchett. Blanchett baseline back to Eva. Eva dribble drive on the baseline. And we're going to have an offensive foul on Eva. Got a little forearm there. It looked worse. It looked a lot worse than it would. I think if she would have not had her hand out, it would have been a blocking foul.
Yeah. But, just need to make sure, again, that's a situation where I'd like to see them jump stop when they see that defender in their way.
Well, another Viking turnover. Coach wanted to force 25 on their team. They've only got 3 or 4.
I've got them for 5.
5, okay. So we got to get some points off those turnovers. Here's Bent. She's going to launch a 3-ball, missing everything. Picked up by McElroy. Gets it up to Blanchett. Blanchett dribbling through traffic off to McElroy, but she throws it behind her, and the Vikings turn it over again. 55 seconds left to go in the first quarter. McDonald gets it into Bent. They'll bring it into the front court, see if they go for one shot or if they go ahead and just work for a good shot and take it. Bent will bring it slowly across the timeline on the dribble, goes to Carson. Carson looking for her teammate, goes out top now to Wright. Wright goes back to Carson. Bent looking for her on the side of the lane, but not there. Now back up to Weller out top. 33 seconds left to go. Gets it back to Carson on the side. Carson looking inside for Bent. Good block by Hazelwood up top. Quickly up to Tinley Scott. Tinley up and good. Nice pass by Hazelwood. 14-10. Vikings have cut into this Clay Center lead. 12-4 was the biggest lead, 8-point lead. Bent with the dribble drive up and no good. Rebound quickly up to Tinley Scott and they won't get it. And our score after one quarter, Clay Center 14, Smoky Valley 10. Back with the second quarter after this 1 minute timeout.
At Farmers State Bank, we have a lot more than money invested in this community. We've invested our time, our interest, our heritage. If you're looking for financial advice or the best rates, Farmers State Bank is ready to help you grow your business, and that will help this community grow as well. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier 2-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour today. Visit hutchcc.edu/campus tour.
At People's Bank and Trust, we value our customers. We know you have plenty of choices for your mortgage loans, but we think we have what you're looking for: relationship banking. And if you're considering refinancing or purchasing a new home, check our competitive rates before you make that change. Your payments will be made at home, and you'll receive good personalized service. That's how we've established many long-lasting relationships. Make a change, know your lender, and make your payments at home with People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Mix 96.7.
And welcome back to Clay Center. The Vikings have to kind of take care of business a little bit. Did they end up with 9 turnovers?
Yep, I've got us for 9 turnovers. This is way too many in a quarter. If we keep up that pace, we're going to have a hard time coming out on top at the end of the game.
Clay Center with how many turnovers?
I've got them for 5.
Okay. Vikings get the first possession. Malm, Hazelwood, McElroy, Blanchett, and Peters on the court. Across it goes to Malm. Malm with the dribble drive. No rebound. Eva gets her own rebound, but it's tied up. And on alternating possession, it'll go to Clay Center.
Yeah, and Clay Center was back to that 1-3-1 zone that time.
Vikings turn it over again. Get it into Weller. Weller in trouble back there. Gets it to McDonald. He gets it into the front court by Wright. Wright guarded by McElroy, doing a good job of defending without getting her hands on her. Bent has it outside, gets it over to Carson. Carson goes to Wright, but nothing there. A little bit of trouble, gets it into McDonald. Kick out to Weller. Weller back to McDonald in the lane. Long time in the lane. Missing the shot. Caught Blanchett, gets the rebound. Blanchett into the front court on the dribble. Goes baseline and knocked out of bounds by Clay Center. It'll stay with Smoky Valley. Just underway second quarter. Nobody scored yet. 14-10 was the score at the end of the first quarter. It's still 14-10. Hazelwood up top to Blanchett. Driving the lane, little floater, too strong, and over the Vikings get the ball around to Malm. He's a three-pointer, no, rebound, Clay Center. And knocked away by Blanchett. Blanchett comes up with the steal. Blanchett shot up, no, rebound Hazelwood, yes. Boy, it's rugged out there tonight. 14-12, 2-point game here. And now we're going to have a reach-in foul by Hazelwood on Weller. They had her pinned against the sideline, but just got a little too aggressive on that reach-in.
Yeah, and that's where, as a coach, you want to tell them, don't reach in there and try and get the steal. Just mirror the ball with your hands. Try and get her trapped on that sideline, and they're probably going to turn it over.
Yeah, maybe they'll step out of bounds or do something, so don't bail them out with a foul. Bent coming in on the shot, missing rebound. Oh, it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with.
Yeah, Brienne got her hand on it. Just couldn't quite grab it and knocked it out of bounds.
Everybody went the other way because the official first called the other way.
Yeah, he pointed the wrong way initially.
So the Vikings have to be on defense. They've cut it to a one-possession lead, 2-point lead for Clay Center. They come to right baseline. Double team goes across court to Weller, to Bent. Bent's going to launch a long three. No, rebound. Vikings. Good hustle by Hazelwood to go out of bounds and get that ball, throw it back into Blanchett. Blanchett with the drive in the lane, her shot, got it to go.
There we go.
Kat Blanchett ties the game up at 14-all at the 5:08 mark of the second quarter. Inside it goes to number 4, missing the shot. That was McCain. Quickly up to Peters. Peters has it in the front court. Gets it off to Malm, to Hazelwood. Baseline to McElroy. Her shot from 3. No. Rebound. What a nice block out by Weller.
Yeah, great job blocking out on the weak side.
Get that rebound. One shot and out, but the Vikings have tied the game up at 14-all. Bent dribbles into Hazelwood and is going to pick up a foul just because she was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah. Kind of jumped in to try and cut off the drive and got there a half step too late. So Tinley Scott and Sophia Fruits back into the Viking lineup.
Weller will put it in play on far side, free throw line extended, goes out top 2 and stolen by Blanchett. So they turn it over and the Vikings turn it back over.
We're just turning and kind of throwing the ball without looking to see where our teammates really are.
Is that the first turnover for Clay Center in this quarter?
Yeah, I've got
7.
Yeah, 7 for them.
Bent gets it. He's guarded by Peters at the 5:30 mark of the second quarter. She'll drive it in, kick it out to Wright. Wright looking for help. Goes out top to McCann. McCann over to Bent. Bent baseline dribble, drive, her shot, no. Wow.
I think it was partially blocked there.
I think so too. Blanchett has it. Here come the Vikings on the run. Blanchett over on the corner to Tinley Scott. 3 ball, no. Rebound. We're going to have a push on Bent to get the rebound. Sophia Fruits had good position, but Bent, it gets called for the foul. It'll be Vikings ball out of bounds.
Eva Malm back in to the Viking lineup.
Lippy, Fitzenmeyer, and
who was the other one that came back in? I think it was Carson.
To Blanchett, out to Scott. Tinley Scott inside to Blanchett. Blanchett baseline block, loses the handle, and doesn't foul. Good job to not foul after losing the ball. Turnover number 12.
I've got 11.
Okay, we'll go with you. Lippy with it outside. Goes to Carson. Underneath to Bent. Knocked around by the Vikings and picked up by Kat Blanchett. Kat Blanchett on the dribble. Up to the front court to Tinley Scott. Tinley with it. Going to launch a 3 ball. High arching. No. Rebound. Clay Center. Still 14-14 at the 4:30 mark of the second quarter. Fitzenmeyer going to launch a little 15-footer short. Rebound. That one's knocked out of bounds by Clay Center. It'll be Viking basketball. And Peters in, McElroy out for the Vikings.
Vikings have settled down a little bit on the turnovers.
And
spoke too soon.
Spoke too soon. Eva wanted to throw it into Sophia Fruits, but she wasn't quite headed in that same direction. Well, that is 12 turnovers now for the Vikings. Bent to put it in play for Clay Center, gets it into McCann. Out top it goes to Bent on the wing. Bent's drive. Oh, there's an offensive foul. Yes, that's the same foul that Eva Malm got a little bit ago. And Haley Bent will pick up the foul, pushing off with her hands. Hazelwood back in, Scott out. She's got 2 fouls. That's probably a good substitution by Coach Drew. Eva trying to get it in and does. To Hazelwood, back to Eva. She'll bring it into the front court on the dribble. Still out top on the left-handed dribble. Goes over to Blanchett. Blanchett with it. Hand it off to Hazelwood. Hazelwood back to Malm. Wanted to trigger.
And there was that little shuffle.
Hesitation. But that's been a rare call tonight.
I know. She's gotten away with it 2 or 3 times.
As has Clay Center. So
yes.
It's about even, but we always want it to be better on our way. Lippy brings it into the front court on the dribble against Peters. Goes into the lane and knocked away and stolen. Quickly up to Brianna Peters. Brianna on the drive, shot up, no, but she's fouled. And Brianna will have 2 free throws.
Foul was on McCann.
So Peters at the free throw line shooting 2.
Chance to give us our first lead here.
No good. We actually got the first bucket of the game.
Oh, so we did. That's right.
We did have a 2-0 lead,
right.
but it didn't last very long. Peters' second free throw is good, so she got the second one to go. And that gives the Vikings a 15-14 lead at the 3:39 mark. Lippy with it on the dribble, goes over to Weller. Weller looking for McCann. Goes to her, top of the key. Near side to Fitzenmeyer. Baseline to Lippy. Lippy on the dribble, out top to Carson. Carson. Dribble to the side to Fitzenmeyer. Fitzenmeyer dribble drive, baseline. Shot up, too strong, rebound, Vikings. Hazelwood. And she's throwing it up to Blanchett, but she throws it too far, and Blanchett can't get it, and the Vikings turn it over again. Carson has it out on the wing. Careful, Adrian. Go inside to McCann. McCann's shot is good.
See, I'm sorry, that's not a foul. That is absolutely not a foul.
Well, McCann gets her first basket and gets it credited with the and one opportunity. Scott and McElroy in. That's the first foul on Kat Blanchett. 16-15 now in favor of Clay Center. Free throw missing. Clara McElroy runs it down. Peters will bring it up quickly to Tinley Scott. Tinley shot up and good. Tinley took off on the other end and got there before anybody got back to give the Vikings a 17-16 lead now at the 2:45 mark. Out top right with it. Still looking, goes to McCann. Over to Fitzenmeyer. Fitzenmeyer back out top to McDonald. McDonald out between the circles to right, far side wing. Wright looking for the give and go. Blanchett knocks it away, but Wright retains it. Gets it off to McCann. McCann looking for inside. There's Fitzenmeyer. Gets it off to Lippy. Lippy looking in for McCann. McCann shot in the middle. No. Rebound. Scott. Tinley up to Blanchett. To McElroy. McElroy picks it out to Blanchett. Blanchett out to Peters. Her long 2 or 3. No. Rebound Hazelwood. And Hazelwood's going to get, she should get free throws now. Nope, that's only 6 fouls. It'll be out of bounds to the Vikings.
Adrian has already got 7 rebounds. Boy, Clay Center subs in a bunch of people at a time every couple of minutes. So.
Well, now another new person, that's Sarah Smith, number 24, coming in. So that's her first time in the ball game. That foul is on number 22, Lippy. Her first. Scott looking, goes to Hazelwood. Hazelwood back to Scott. Tinley Scott outside, goes to Hazelwood baseline. Her shot up, got it to go. Snuck it in there somehow. Wasn't much
I don't
room.
know how she got around the defender.
Wasn't much room to get it in there, but the Vikings have a 19-16 lead. Lippy brings it into the front court on the dribble. Baseline, they turn it over. Carson wasn't quite there to get the shot, and it goes out of bounds to the Vikings. And a timeout on the court will step aside as well. Minute 35 left until halftime. Vikings with a 3-point lead, 19-16. Back after this 30-second timeout.
You don't have to be a tech expert to enjoy the latest devices. Get a Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus or iPhone 14 Pro Max half off at Next Tech Wireless. Not only are you getting a great deal on those devices, you're also getting them with a great customer service guarantee. We'll help you get your information transferred from your old phone and help you learn the ins and outs of your new phone. Next Tech Wireless.
Mix 96.7.
And the Vikings doing a good job of coming back to the game, not letting a poor start with poor shooting and too many turnovers bugaboo them too much, and have gotten now a 19-16 lead. They've only given up 2 points to Clay Center in this quarter.
Yeah, Clay Center's cooled off on their shooting a little bit, and they've started turning the ball over a little more. But
where are the turnovers for them?
I've got 11 for Clay Center and 14 for Smoky Valley. Clay Center back to the 1-3-1. They've extended it out to half court now.
And there's a steal from Smith, who just came in the basketball game a little bit ago. And there's a beautiful block by Peters, but the trailing official gets the call, and the official right there by the. I just don't understand that. How an official near half court can call that foul when the guy right there doesn't call it.
Yeah.
Oh well. Smith at the free throw line now to shoot shoot two, and she makes the first. It's always been one of my bugaboos with officiating. Is
well, and I think there's a lane violation. Yep, on Eva.
Yeah, Eva stepped in to get it.
I think some officials, and especially older officials, let's say, don't think that girls can block shots, and so they often assume that there's got to be contact there.
And that costly for the Vikings because Smith makes the second after she missed the second. So it's 18.
Clay Center stays in that half court, 1-3-1.
Well, even Mom has it, goes to Hazelwood. Cross court to Peters. Inside to Blanchett. She gets triple teamed, dribbles through it, loses the handle, and
it was off of Clay Center.
Yeah,
their coach pleading that it was off of Cap, but no, the official says it was off of White.
He's sticking with his call, which is a good thing. Don't want to let.
Tinley Scott comes in for Eva Malm.
Get it into Blanchett. Blanchett will drive in the lane. Her shot up, no, but she's fouled, and Blanchett will have 2 free throws. Foul is going to be on 24 Smith. And Blanchett will have 2 free throws. First one is no good. 19-18. Vikings still up by a point. Smith out, now Bent back in. It's kind of an interesting substitution to bring her in for defense. She's their leading scorer. She's got 2 fouls. Let's see how rolling the dice for Coach Heist will do here. Second Blanchett free throw rattles out, no good, so she didn't make either one. Get it to Bent. Bent now crossing the timeline on the dribble, picked up by Brianna Peters. Peters with it, looking for Fitzemeyer, throws it right to Bent. McCann, how'd she get away from that? Fouling underneath there. She went right in there, and there's a steal by Tinley Scott. Tinley gets it Way down to Clara McElroy. Clara with the shot. No, she travels before she got there. She was off a step. Oh, goodness.
The jump stop is a lost art in basketball.
McDonald, Clara almost with the steal, but knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with Clay Center. Blanchett guarding McDonald to put it in play and gets it into Bent. Peters will frustrate her on her dribble into the front court. Almost a steal by Peters. Almost a foul by Bent.
I'm saying almost another push-off by Bent.
Fitzenmeyer has it, and there's going to be an offensive foul on Clay Center. Green McCann was coming across the lane, and she got whistled for the foul. Turnovers too many by both teams here.
Absolutely.
Hazelwood gets it in from Peters into the front court on the dribble against Wright. Hazelwood shot, no. Rebound Blanchett. Oh, McCann ends up with it. Going the other way. 3, 2, 1. Shot, no. And we are at halftime. Our halftime score, Smoky Valley leads at 19-18. We'll be back to wrap up this half for you after these timeouts.
Coming up, the First Bank Kansas Halftime Report. Visit one of First Bank Kansas's 8 locations or online, firstbankkansas.com. The Smoky Valley Vikings play on Mix 96.7.
From finding that perfect car for college, switching to the minivan life, or finally getting your dream ride, Midway Motors is ready to help. Stop by one of our 6 locations across central Kansas or learn more at midwaymotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
Even though I've moved out of state, I can still bank locally with Farmer State Bank using my online services. I use all of the electronic options Farmer State Bank offers without ever even visiting the lobby. Member FDIC.
Whether you want a small home remodel or need repairs done or have a brand new build project in mind, Erickson Custom Building is your choice. All of us at Erickson Custom Building would like to thank our customers for 20 years of business and friendship. Brian and the crew at Erickson have spent those years developing excellent customer service and quality leadership for all types of projects, big or small, traditional or trendy. When your project is finished, it will reflect your vision for quality and follow-through that exceeds your expectations, not your budget. Call Erickson Custom Building or find us on the web at ericksoncustombldg.com.
Well, it's going to be a busy weekend on Ad Astra Radio, as coming up on Saturday, the top 2 winningest programs in college basketball history will meet for the 10th time in the last 12 seasons when the 9th-ranked KU Jayhawks play at Kentucky as part of the SEC Big 12 Challenge Saturday. KU passed up Kentucky last year to be first in all-time wins. They're sitting at 2,373 wins, while Kentucky is second at 2,367. KU's looking to bounce back from 3 straight Big 12 losses, but redshirt Jalen Wilson has done the job, still leading the Big 12 in scoring at 21.3 points per game. KU is 5-4 in the SEC Big 12 Challenge, including 2-2 against Kentucky. And you can hear this matchup of 2 of the college basketball blue bloods, starting with pregame on 94.7 KSKU at 5:30. In another Big 12 action, the Kansas State Wildcats, still ranked 5th in the nation at 17-3 and 6-2 in Big 12 play, coming off a loss to Iowa State, will look to bounce back against the Florida Gators out of the SEC for the 10th annual SEC Big 12 Challenge. K-State will be looking to snap a 4-game losing streak in the Big 12 SEC Challenge, as the Wildcats are still off to their best start since 1972-73 at 17-3 overall. Also have some KCAC basketball. 95.9 KWHK has Sterling College at McPherson for a doubleheader starting at 4:40. 96.7 KMPK has Bethany College taking on St. Mary's from Lindsborg with pregame starting at 4:45. And we'll close out mid-season tournament weeks on 98.9 KMCP. The McPherson Lady Bullpups will play in their final game of the McPherson Invitational. And on Kicks Country 106.1, we'll have a doubleheader as Berean Academy will play El Saline starting at 12:45, and then followed by Sunrise Christian versus the Little River Girls at 2:45. And of course, the first installment of the Dillon Sunflower Showdown on the women's side takes place on Kansas Day as the KU Jayhawks ladies team will host the Kansas State Wildcats at Allen Fieldhouse, and it will be in front of a nationally televised audience as tip-off is set for 5 o'clock, and the game will be televised on ESPNU. The Jayhawks are 13-5 on the year and 3-4 in Big 12 play, while the Wildcats have a record of 13-8 overall and 2-6 in Big 12 play. Let's look at your halftime sports. Time to get you back out to your basketball games.
You know the old saying, out with the old and in with the new. And Allen Samuels in Hutch can get you in your new ride today. They'll pay top dollar for your trade and get you the financing you deserve on your new vehicle as you drive into 2023. New inventory is on the ground. They also have a great selection of pre-owned vehicles as well. Trucks, sedans, SUVs. Visit us today on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine. You can even shop online 24/7 at AllenSamuelsHutch.com. And as Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends.
Your new home is ready and waiting for you with friends, activities, and peace of mind. Be part of a caring community. Your friends at Sunflower Terrace by Bethany Village in Lindsborg will help you customize an affordable package to fit the lifestyle you desire with the assistance you need.
It's wonderful to be here. A very good place to come to. It's my home.
Get your free guide today at sunflowerterrace.com. Sunflower Terrace by Bethany Village. Experience the art of living.
Mix 96.7.
And welcome back to Clay Center High School. Don Binks along with Darren Abel as the Vikings find themselves in the lead 19-18, but it was a struggle. They got out to a 4-3 lead, and then Clay Center went a little bit crazy and got out to a 12-4 lead before the Vikings started chipping away. Got it 14-10 at halftime, and then they just really held Clay Center to only 4 points in that second quarter. We didn't light it up that much. We scored 9, but enough to take a 19-18 lead.
Yeah, and absolutely. Neither team's going to light it up if they keep turning the ball over. We've a ton of turnovers by both teams. I've got 13 turnovers for Clay Center, 16 turnovers for the Vikings so far. And that's really the story of the first half. It was really helter-skelter by both teams, and the Vikings kind of calmed it down a little bit in the second quarter and were able to take advantage and get a few balls to go in the basket. And Clay Center, between turning it over and not shooting quite as well, allowed us to get back in the game and then take the lead.
Yeah, only person in real foul trouble, Tinley Scott and Adrian Hazelwood with 2 each. McCain and Bant, their leading scorer, has 2 each as well, but it was rugged out there. If it was a normal officiating crew, there could have been 10 or 12 fouls called on each team, but they really let them play.
Yeah, that's just it. I mean, in that kind of a helter-skelter game, as an official, you got to determine, are we going to call everything, which is going to really take the flow out of the game and be no flow. It would just be stoppage after stoppage and eventually just a free throw contest, or do you, as long as neither team's getting an advantage, do you let them play a little bit? And they decided to let them play.
Going went like this: McCain with 2, Fitzenmeyer with 2, Smith with 2, 3 for Wright, 4 for McDonald, and their leading scorer, Bent, has 5. For the Vikings, Brianna Peters with 1, 4 for Kat Blanchett, 6 for Tinley Scott, and 8 for Adrian Hazelwood. You said the turnovers were, again?
13 for Clay Center and 16 for the Vikings.
Okay.
We are winning the rebounding game, which is one of Coach Drew's keys to the victory. We're up 17-12 on rebounds.
And that helps because we're getting some second looks. The Reagan McDonald girl isn't quite as strong inside as I thought she might be, but again, Vikings are doing a better job of positioning and getting themselves positioned to get some good rebounds.
And we haven't hit the 3-pointers tonight like we have the last few games, but the girls did a nice job of realizing we can score in the paint. We've got a bunch of points in the paint. Either we got a few buckets off of transition, a couple off offensive rebounds, and then just from our offense in the paint. So we need to continue to try and score down there.
They are 5 of 6 on their free throws. We are 3 of 6, so not a horrible free throwing night for the Vikings, but we could do a little bit better. But we do have a 1-point lead at halftime. We'll take our final timeout. When we come back, we'll have the tip-off of the second half. You're listening to Smoky Valley Basketball on Mix 96.7.
You're listening to the First Bank Kansas Halftime Report. Find exclusive Viking content online at adastraradio.com. Mix 96.7. The Smoky Valley Vikings play here.
Beds for Less is proud to offer you the best mattress deals in the area. Save on twin mattresses starting at $99. Queen mattresses just $199. Plus, add an adjustable base to select mattress sets for only $99. Beds for Less is your Beauty Rest Black and Serta Arctic headquarters. Free statewide delivery included with these luxury mattress lines. Take your mattress home today with zero down with our no credit needed and promotional financing programs. Same day and statewide delivery available. For the best deals on the best brands, shop Beds for Less in Wichita, Hutchinson, Salina, Topeka, and Manhattan.
Femco is a manufacturing leader in quality products. From weather protection to rollover protection to sun protection, Femco's engineers can produce a top quality finished product for almost any piece of equipment. Femco's years of experience in the safety and weather protection industry will ensure you get a reliable product that satisfies your need. Femco, located on West 1st and McPherson, has got you covered. Check out their website at femcomfg.com. Wishing all the area teams the best of luck.
Ever feel like your insurance company doesn't know you?
Insurance Corporation will issue generic plans where agricultural activities occur.
Only a human can visit your farm or ranch to know exactly what you need. That's why for 80 years at Farm Bureau Financial Services, we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Call Farm Bureau agent Luke Bauer in McPherson at 620-241-0225.
Hi, this is James with IdeaTech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Central Kansas, including all the schools that we serve. Living rural shouldn't mean you have to live with less. At IdeaTech, our goal is to bring you a fast, secure network with unlimited data right to the neck of the prairie with the freedom to use it any way you need it. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability or call 620-543-5000 to inquire about our services.
Mix 96.7.
And welcome back as the second half has just underway as the Vikings get the first possession into Hazelwood. Hazelwood back to Blanchett. Blanchett side of the lane. Drive inside and get it up and in. Good.
Battled through three defenders to get that ball up there.
21-18. Vikings with the lead at the 7:40 mark of the third quarter. Bent tried to dribble between, gets cut off. Around it goes to Weller and Hazelwood hit it with her foot, so it'll stay with Clay Center. Weller will put it in play right in front of the Clay Center bench. Looking, still looking. Now goes out top to Bent. She's guarded by Peters out top. Bent still on the dribble, wanting somebody to come out. Now Wright will come out and stop. Now it goes to Carson on the side of the lane. Out top to Wright. Right dribble drive baseline, kick out to Carson. Carson looking inside for McDonald, goes to her. Her double team, kick it out to Carson. She's going to launch a three ball. No, rebound. Blanchett and McDonald. Ooh.
They both tipped it around a couple times. You could have really called that out of bounds on either one of them.
Either one wouldn't have been.
They called it out on Cat.
So it'll go to play center underneath their own basket. Get it into Wright, who gets it to Weller. Weller out to Bent. Bent will dribble drive on the baseline. Her shot up and good and one. She's got a knack to kind of get her hips to push out her defender.
Yeah.
And got the basket to go. Peters got the foul. That'll be her second. And she can tie it up now with a free throw. And she only had one free throw in the first half. And she got 2 for 2 now. 21-21 here. Smith back in. Or Carson. Vikings are trouble getting it in now due to Peters. Peters gets double teamed but gets it back to Hazelwood. Hazelwood will get it back to Peters. Peters will get it back to Hazelwood. They get it in the front court looking for teammates to break open. Hazelwood still with it on the dribble. Going to launch a three ball. Short. Rebound. Bent for Clay Center. Looking up court to Wright. Goes inside to McDonald, and that's a good basket. Good transition.
Yeah, nice transition basket there by Clay Center. Moved the ball well. Found a girl cutting to the basket.
They're on a mini 5-0 run here. Here's Blanchett on the dribble drive. That ball's blocked out of bounds by McDonald. A lot of contact again.
And we're not getting the same bump on that drive to the basket that they're giving the Clay Center's players.
Yeah, that would have been a foul on the other end. Coach Drew is giving the official a little bit of grief about that. Blanchett has it out to McElroy. McElroy wanted to shoot but didn't. Gets it out to Peters. Off to Blanchett. Out to Scott. She will trigger a three and make it.
There we go.
On Reinert CPA three-pointer by Tinley Scott to give the Vikings a 1-point lead, 24-21. The 5:04 mark of the third quarter. Bent off to Smith. Smith takes off and she turns it over. McElroy on the dribble, gets it off to Scott. Tinley Scott, shot up, no, rebound. McElroy inside, and McElroy is fouled, and it'll be Vikings ball out of bounds. Good hustle by Clara to hang in there on that rebound.
Yeah, good job being strong with the ball, not letting it get knocked away from her.
Kane back in.
That's 5 rebounds for Clara tonight. She's doing a nice job on the board.
First foul on their big girl, and there's a steal by Bent. Gets it up to right. She'll bring it into the front court on the dribble. Gets it back to Bent, out between the circles, guarded by Hazelwood. So there's another Viking turnover there on that inbound play.
Yep.
Off to Weller. Weller across to Bent. He's going to launch a long three. No. Rebound, Tinley Scott. Nice job of rebounding by Tinley. Throws it down, gets it off to Blanchett.
Traveled.
No, but be consistent. That's all I ask for, is be consistent, because there's been 3 others that they don't call.
Yeah.
It's Fitzenmeyer back in. Lippy back in for Clay Center. Still a 1-point lead for Smoky Valley. 5:15 and counting left to go in the third quarter. Lippy between the circles, goes on the wing to Bent. Bent gets a screen, drive in the lane, kick out to Fitzenmeyer. Her 3 ball, no. Rebound long to Peters. Peters back to Hazelwood. She'll bring it up, trailing everybody into the front court. Crossover dribble, side of the lane. And she'll get called for the palming the ball that time.
Which, by rule, she probably did, but that's something that hasn't been called all year.
Yeah, that was a little bit worse than some, because she was right there by the official. And
she almost caught it on her hip just a little bit, it looked like.
Bent driving in the middle. Bent shot, no. Rebound quickly up to Hazelwood, to Tinley Scott. Tinley with the shot, too strong. Rebound. Clara knocked it out. Good hustle by Clara to get there. But the Vikings can't cash in on the fast break. Still 24-23, 4.5 minutes left now to go in the third quarter. It is Sweetheart Night, homecoming night here for Clay Center. Give and go to McDonald, just got it over the outstretched hands of Blanchett.
Cat needed 2 more inches to be able to tip that ball.
They've got a 1-point lead. Vikings get it into the front court. Peters from Hazelwood. A little bit slow on what the Vikings are doing. Inside to Blanchett. Her shot up is good, and a foul.
And there we finally got that bump that they've been calling at the other end.
It's a nice give and go. Foul is going to be on Fitzenmeyer, her first.
Eva Malm coming into the Viking lineup.
4:02 left to go in the third quarter. For the Vikings, it's Hazelwood, Scott, Blanchett, Peters, and Malm on the court. No on the rebound, the free throw, the and one. And here comes Lippy, gets it up to Carson, who came back in. Carson out top with it. Still between the circles. Scott comes out and picks her up just a little bit. Now goes to McCann on the wing to Bent. Bent, dribble drive out top, back to Lippy. He'll reset the offense at the 3:40 mark. Bent still with it on the dribble. Into the side of the lane. Kick out to Lippy. Good catch. Almost
that pass had some zip on it.
Almost went over her head. It was over her head, but it almost went through her hand, but she hung on to it. Vikings kick it out of bounds. It'll be Clay Center basketball.
Clara coming back in for Brienne.
Lippy inside to McDonald. Vikings weren't looking, and then on the rebound, Cat gets it. Cat has it knocked away, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Blanchett. She tried to throw it between 3 defenders. And they're doing a good job when they double team. They don't foul. There's Bent inside. Her shot, it's good. Well, they find the cutters coming to the basket.
Yeah, and the Vikings are
They're standing around.
Kind of standing around, ball watching.
That foul is going to be on
Tinley, I believe.
That on Tinley, that'll be her third. Didn't put it up on the board yet.
There it is.
Bent can complete the three-point play. She's 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. And she does. She's right. 28-26, 2-point Clay Center lead. 3:19 to go here in the third quarter. And they get it into Malm. She gets double teamed. Out of the double team, she gets it up to Blanchett. Blanchett into the front court. Back to Hazelwood. Hazelwood, crossover dribble in the lane. And a foul, and it'll be out of bounds.
Yep, so they got her on the
Smoky
drive.
Valley. Well, it's going to be on McDonald. That'll be her second. Vikings underneath their own basket, put it in play to Eva Malm. Malm wants a dribble drive baseline, pulls it out to Blanchett. Blanchett will drive inside, shot, no. Rebound McDonald. Just a little bit too much on that shot. It rimmed out. Here's Bent driving in. Bent, wild shot up, no good. Blanchett quickly into the front court on the dribble against Carson. Little floater in the lane, no. Rebound right.
Couple of good looks for Cat.
Yep.
Just can't get him to drop.
Bent will bring it into the half-court line at the 2:30 mark. Her team leading by 2. Gets it off to McCain. Goes to Carson. Carson out top looking for Cutter. Not there. Goes to Bent out beyond the arc. Cross-court pass to Wright. Inside to McDonald. McDonald shot. Got it to go. McDonald suddenly gotten hot. She's got 10, 6 in this half, and they've got 30. And we have 24. Peters back to Hazelwood. 2:02 to go here in the third quarter. Vikings now trail by 4. Hazelwood out to Malm. Malm. All of a sudden, they're looking at their feet.
Yeah.
And they missed so many of them. One of the Clay Center girls in the first half took 3 steps before she dribbled, and they didn't call that one. That's turnover number
21.
21. Clay Center has
14.
Come on, Vikings. Let's clean it up a little bit. They go to McDonald. Backdoor cut. Carson not there. Off to Wright. Right out between the circles to Bent. Bent to McCann. McCann will drive the lane. McCann shot up. It goes. McCann, 32 for Clay Center. Minute 30 to go. Hazelwood with it outside. Crossover in the lane. Floater rimming out. No good. McDonald with the rebound for Clay Center to Bent. Bent quickly in the front court. Baseline to Carson. Her three-pointer in and out. No good. Rebound McDonald. Blocked by Hazelwood. Hazelwood gets it up to Sophia Fruits to Malm. Malm drive, and that one's going to be a blocking foul out of bounds to Smoky Valley. 1:03 left to go in the first half. 26-32 in favor of Clay Center.
Tinley Scott coming back in for the Vikings. And Kat Blanchett coming back in after a really short rest.
Yeah, that wasn't much of a break there. Got offense for defense here as the Vikings have the ball underneath their own basket. Go out top to Cat. Looking for Hazelwood. Wants to go to her. Kick it out to Fruits. She's a shot. No. Rebound. Blanchett and Carson tied up, but they let them wrestle it loose, and it goes to Clay Center. 50 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Bent slowly into the front court. Picked up by Sophia Fruits. Off to McCann. McCann drive, baseline, shot, wild, no. Rebound, Blanchett. Blanchett, slow it down. Get it off to Hazelwood. Hazelwood, drive, side of the lane. Her shot up and got it to go.
And
one. Adrian's first points of the third quarter. 28 for the Vikings, could be 29 if she can complete the three-point play. And she does. 29-32. That foul was on the third on McCann. Gets it off to McDonald in the backcourt. Oh, almost a steal by Sophia Fruits, and just barely.
She tipped it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I thought maybe Clay Center tipped it as well.
Yeah, I thought Wright touched it last too because she was closer to the out of bounds, but that's all the way across the court from where we are, so we won't argue. Bent has it, goes to McDonald. McDonald over to Carson. 10 seconds left now. Bent between the circles will take off on a dribble drive. Bent into the lane. Her shot blocked, and we're going to have a foul. And again, the outside official calling that foul when the underneath official didn't.
Yeah. And it's the same official that called it as the outside official. So
that'll be 3 on Hazelwood now. So Hazelwood has 3 and Scott has 3. And Bent at the free throw line to shoot 2. He's made 3 of 3 so far in the game. 4 for 4. 33 for Clay Center. Vikings have 29. He's a good free throw shooter. That's why she's their leading scorer, probably. 34. Yep.
See if the Vikings can get a decent look here in 4 seconds.
Hazelwood will bring it into the front court on the dribble, and she'll get a foul, reach-in foul. That'll be their 5th or 6th team foul. 1.4 seconds now to go. They're going to have to throw it up pretty quickly at the rim. And they threw it into Sophia, and she wanted to pass it instead of shoot. And we are at the end of the third quarter. 34, Clay Center, 29, Smoky Valley. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this 1-minute time out.
This is Terry Russell from Farmers Alliance. It's no surprise that winning teams have a proven record of challenging practices and a good game plan before the game starts. At Farmers Alliance, we know that having a good game plan for your family's protection before catastrophe strikes is also a key to success. Make sure you're prepared for life storms by talking with your independent insurance agent. If you don't have a plan or yours could use some work, your Farmers Alliance agent can help, and you'll be protected against the physical and financial storms in your life. Talk to your Farmers Alliance agent today.
Have you been dreaming of updating your home? Let your home lend you a hand. At First Bank Kansas, we are here to help you make your dreams possible. Whether you are looking to renovate your kitchen, general home improvements, or looking to pay off high-interest credit cards, our experts will guide you through the home equity loan process. Visit us at any First Bank Kansas location in Salina, Ellsworth, McPherson, Abilene, Lindsborg, or Hutchinson to experience banking made personal. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mix 96.7.
Well, the Vikings have their work cut out for them now, down by 5 to start this quarter. Clay Center will get the first possession also of the fourth quarter, so we'll see how we can get her done here.
Nevaeh Spittler has checked into the Viking lineup.
Spittler, Peters, Malm, Hazelwood, and Blanchett on the court for the Vikings. Bent, Carson, McDonald, Weller, and Wright. They're starting 5 on the court for Clay Center. Bent way out top underneath the Wright. Get mixed up between Wright and Weller. Bent out to Weller. Back to Bent. Way out top to Weller. Now to Carson. Trying to play a little keep away from the Vikings. Now back out to Weller. Back out to Wright. Back to Weller. Tried to Carson. Dump it down to McDonald. Her shot up and got it to go. Wow. Nicely done.
Yep, she got posted up Cat and got her on her hip. They cleared out everything underneath.
She scored 6 in the third quarter to lead their charge. Her and Bent had 8 in the quarter. And they're making free throws. They made 4 of 4 in that quarter. Now they have 37. It's an 8-point lead here for Clay Center. The 7:20 mark, early fourth quarter. Blanchett inside to Malm. Malm on the dribble. Out to Peters. Back to Malm. With a long three by Eva. It's in there. An unrated CPA three-pointer by Eva Malm. Would love to see her get comfortable and start shooting the ball.
Absolutely.
Very capable of shooting a lot of threes.
Yeah, she's just been in a little slump the last few games.
Here's Bent on the dribble drive. Good hustle by Brianna Peters to cut off that drive. Around it goes to Weller. Near side to Bent. Bent will dribble drive. Now pull it back out. Up to right. Inside to Carson. Carson wanted to dump it down. A kick by Hazelwood. It'll stay with the Clay Center Tigers.
And again, Clay Center's just running 4 girls outside around the three-point arc and trying to post up McDonald down inside.
And there's a reach-in foul by Spittler. Nevaeh will pick up her first foul. Be out of bounds to Clay Center. That's only the 4th Viking foul, so we got a couple more before we put them on the line. Get it into Wright. Wright guarded by Spittler. Goes out top to Bent. She'll launch a long three. No. Rebound McDonald. She got away with a push-off to get that rebound. Weller shot. No. Rebound Kat Blanchett. Blanchett in the dribble. Top of the lane over to Spittler. Her shot is good. Nevaeh knocks it in.
Yeah, nice job by Nevaeh. Actually pulled up and did a little jump stop there.
I think she was surprised by getting the ball.
She wasn't quite ready for it, I don't think. But
McDonald has it outside, gets it off to Wright. Wants to go back to McDonald, not there. Cutting Bent, not there. Weller back out top to McDonald. Looking, goes back to Weller, near side by the Clay Center bench. Bounce back out to Carson. Baseline corner to Bent. Bent on the dribble drive. Kick out to Wright, almost lost it. Wright with it in the corner. And she'll dribble out top, off to Carson. Carson back to Bent to reset the offense. 5:29 to go here in the fourth quarter. Clay Center up by just 3. 34-37. Bent still with it. Going to have to go back out to Weller to reset the offense. To Wright, far side wing. Back to Weller. Oh, almost a steal by Peters. And Bent has it go off her foot out of bounds. Turnover. Yep. Number
15. Clara McElroy and Tinley Scott back in for the Vikings.
Hazelwood to put it in play for the Vikings.
Somebody moved to the ball.
Top out to Blanchett. It's over her head. Turnover Vikings. And coach wants a timeout. We'll keep this one here. Let Alan Samuels help you find the make, model, and budget that fits you. View their large inventory at allsamuelshutch.com location. Alan Samuels, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Come by. Let's be friends. Just like tonight's teams, McPherson Laundry can help you look like a winner. Expert dry cleaning and professional shirt service, McPherson Laundry in McPherson. It's where you take your clothes. Stream tonight's game on your phone with the Ad Astra radio app powered by Next Tech Wireless. Shop the latest phones, devices, and best prices. Next Tech Wireless. We are Kansas. And this timeout brought to you by Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation Sports Performance. Schedule your free consultation at summitkansas.com. The Summit together for exceptional health care. We also have a scoreboard timeout. You got it?
Yes, a couple of scores from the Haven Wildcat Classic in girls play. Halstead beats Nickerson 51-30. Okay. And then another game concerning a league school. Heston at halftime was ahead of Bueller 33-16.
That timeout was brought to you by McPherson Dental Care, your friendly hometown dentist. Online at McPhersonDentalCare.com, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. Here's Weller with it out top for Clay Center. Gets it off to Wright. Wright wanting to go inside, but not there. Here's a 3 ball by Carson, missing badly. And Hazelwood runs down the long rebound. And she'll bring it into the front court. 4:48 left to go. Vikings trail by 3. Hazelwood on the dribble, baseline, goes out top to Blanchett. Blanchett driving in. Her shot up off the glass, too strong. And Clay Center with the rebound.
I think Kat was a little surprised at how open she found herself.
Right, three-pointer missing. Rebound Vikings. Get it up to Hazelwood. She'll bring it into the front court against Wright. Hazelwood still on the dribble drive. Her shot up off the glass, rimming out, no good. Rebound tied up, and an alternating possession. Oh no, come on.
Wow.
Unbelievable that they granted timeout. It was tied up. Both teams had it. And the coach or the referee heard the Clay Center coach all the way at the other end of the court calling timeout and gave it to him. So congratulations on getting that. This timeout brought to you by Pyle Law. Have you or someone you know been injured at work? Tom Pyle has over 25 years experience helping injured workers receive the benefits they deserve. Call for a free consultation at 620-241-9000. Tonight's player of the game will be sponsored by People's Bank and Trust. Safe, sound, reliable banking that puts you first. Put their experience to work for you and your family. Relationship banking from People's Bank and Trust. Every once in a while you get a weird call that goes the other team's way. I don't know how the official could even hear that coach from about 75 feet away,
right.
But he gave it to him.
37. Yeah, it sure looked like we had a hand on the ball tying it up.
I said it was tied up before they rolled around with it a little bit.
Vikings going to pick up man-to-man full court.
Bent on the dribble against Brianna Peters. Brianna's got some quickness. She can certainly get the pickpocket on her if she gets the right opportunity. Bent still with the drive, tipped away. There's a turnover. Vikings get the ball. Up in Hazelwood's hands. Hazelwood with the dribble drive, side of the lane. Hazelwood floater shot. No, but she's fouled, and Hazelwood will have 2 free throws. That foul call was from the official on the bottom of the lane where they're supposed to call it from.
Yeah, and honestly, though, he's saying she was fouled on the arm. I don't think she was. She was bumped, if anything.
Yeah, they're giving her 2 shots. That foul is going to be on 21 Wright. That's going to be her third. And Hazelwood can't make the free throw. Her first miss of the night. She was 3 for 3. And she makes the second for the Vikings' 35th point. Now a 2-point basketball game with 3:45 left to go here in the fourth quarter. McCann gets it off to Wright. Right over to Bent. Back to Wright between the circles. Side to McDonald. And she steps outside of the free throw line with it on the pivot. Inside to Lippy. Lippy's first points of the night give them a 39-35 lead. 3:19 when she scored that basket. And it's Hazelwood on the dribble. Into the lane, kick out to Tinley Scott, 3. It's good. Tinley Scott, another 3 ball. 38-39, 1-point game now at the 3-minute mark.
Coach Drew encouraged him, trying to get him to pick up their defense a little bit.
McCann has it off to Bent. Bent with the dribble drive, got it to go. Bent somehow got that off the glass. Hazelwood was coming from behind to try to block it away, but couldn't get a hold of it.
Yeah, we got to have some help defense there.
Hazelwood still on the dribble. Still on the dribble. Off top to Peters. Peters to McElroy. McElroy, Tinley. Tinley has it knocked away. Oh, travel instead. It should have been a foul. But they give it the travel instead. Turnover Vikings. And the timeout will step aside as well. 2:29 left to go. Vikings trail 41-38. Back after this 30-second timeout.
Don't feel bad if you're not a phone expert. That's what we're here for. At Next Tech Wireless, we'll help you in the transition to a new device step by step. Want to customize the screen? We've got you. Have questions about some of the functions? We're happy to help. You're not just another number to us. Come see us today and we'll get you into the best phone for your needs. We're friends. We're neighbors. We are Kansas. Next Tech Wireless.
Mix 96.7.
Yeah, a lot of little breaks haven't gone the Vikings' way here in this second half, so we got to We got to refocus a little bit. Good timeout by Coach Drew to kind of calm them down a little bit. So look at the scoreboard. We're only down 3. It's not a panic time yet, but just take care of business, play smart defense, get a rebound, and we'll be all right.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to shore up the defense. We can't let them have a free drive to the basket.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody gets beat, we've got to have a teammate there to be ready on help defense.
Vikings will pick up full court press, man to man. McDonald gets it into Lippy. Eva Malm guarding her. She'll kind of defend her on the way into the front court. Off it goes to McDonald. Wanted to go to Bent, but didn't get it to her. Back to Lippy between the circles. Lippy gets it off to McCann. McCann goes to Bent between the circles. She'll set up against Clara McElroy.
They're just going to try and run some clock now.
Yeah, no question about that.
This is a delay weave type of offense.
Off to Lippy, looking inside for McDonald. Step in front by Hazelwood and gets the steal. Hazelwood. And Lippy knocks it out of bounds. Adriana better be careful. She almost backed into a foul there. And I think the official, you're going to go talk to the other official about that. They're going to watch that. Did you see what she did?
I didn't.
She was dribbling.
I was marking down a turnover.
Then Lippy was coming out to get her. And she kind of dribbled sideways. Tried to draw the foul. Here's Hazelwood. Her 3 ball. No. Rebound Hazelwood. Got the rebound. Shot up. No. And Hazelwood will be at the free throw line shooting 2. That foul is going to be on
Lippy.
Be her second. Adrian with the chance to get the Vikings within 1. Got
Gets
the first
roll.
one to go. Got the friendly roll.
Clay Center coach telling his girls, you got to block out here on the free throw.
Second Hazelwood free throw. Got it to go. 40 for the Vikings at the 1:43 mark of the fourth quarter. Lippy dribbles into a double team, gets it to McDonald, who gets it to Wright. Wright still in the backcourt, gets it into the front court. Get it off to Bent. 1:30 left to go here. 1 point game. Get it over to McCann. McCann back to Bent. Bent drive inside. Her shot wildly up by Katia Blanchett on the dribble. Gets it up to Eva Malm. Malm off to Hazelwood. Don't have to be in a hurry.
Nope, absolutely not.
Blanchett with the screen. Shot by Hazelwood. It's good. About a 15-footer by Hazelwood for the Vikings' 42nd point to take the lead with a 1:05 mark. And now a timeout by Coach Haste of Clay Center will step aside as well. Vikings up 42-41 with 1:03 left to go. Back after this 30-second timeout.
Enjoy always homemade favorites and weekly specials at Water's Edge Restaurant and Catering in Heston. It's simply the best for comfort food classics or unique seasonal flavors. Check out their Thursday night specials and customizable catering options too. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Follow them on Facebook and view the menu at watersedgeheston.com. With dine-in or curbside to-go service, they've got your cravings covered morning, noon, and Thursday night.
Mix 96.7.
And back at the Tiger Den, Clay Center High School. This gym's been around here a long time.
It has. It's been here quite a while. And definitely plays to their advantage.
Oh, yeah. It's loud. And they got a good crowd on hand at the Sweetheart Homecoming tonight. The extra people in town. There was a performance at halftime of the girls' game by a dance group. There was about 20 of them out there on the court. So Vikings, go ahead.
Yeah, just got to be smart here. Play good, solid defense. Don't foul. Although if we do foul, we've only got 5 team fouls, so we've got one more to give before they're in the 1-and-1. Looks like we're going to pick up full court man-to-man here.
Donald will get it in to Bent.
Maybe try and
trap. Try to double team, but he dribbles through it. Bent all the way in. Dribbles it off her foot. Yeah. She got the dribble way out in front of her, and then she kicked it with her foot. So the turnover, Clay Center. That is number what on the turnover?
Let's see. I've got 18 now for Clay Center to 23 for the Vikings. So just got to be smart here, make a good pass, go meet the ball.
Wright knocks it out of bounds and trying to get it into Hazelwood. Wright has good defense on her.
Got to set a screen here for somebody.
Timley Scott getting it ready to put in. Gets it into Hazelwood. He's smart with the ball. She'll get it into the front court on the dribble. Hazelwood still on the dribble. Gets it off to Timley Scott to Malm. Malm with it. Back to Hazelwood. Knocked away, and now reach and foul on Bent. That'll be free throws for Smoky Valley. A 1-and-1 for Adrian Hazelwood. It should be Bent's third.
That is. So McCann coming back in for the Tigers.
Adrian Hazelwood made 3 out of 4 in this quarter. 4 out of 5 in the half. And doesn't get the roll on that one, though. McDonald with the rebound for Clay Center. Tough shooting that for... Here's Lippy with it outside between the circles. Goes into McCann. McCann dribble guy. There was a travel as she took off with the ball. Gets it over to McDonald. Back to Lippy. 25 seconds left to go. Wanted to go and knocked away and saved by Lippy. McCann with it. Now a timeout. And Coach Haste will call a timeout as well. We'll keep this one right here. The Vikings certainly have to go defend well.
Yeah, you want to defend without fouling here. You know, they're sure going to try and call or set up something to try and go to the basket, I'm sure. And so really have to have some good help defense here.
But you still got one foul to give, like you mentioned.
Absolutely,
a little bit ago.
yeah. So instead of, if you get somebody going free to the lane, certainly let's get the foul before they get the shot off, because it will not send them to the line. So if we can get them to run a little time off here, before they can run their offensive play.
And then foul.
And that'll give them less time to set up something offensively. And they're out of timeouts. He just used his last timeout.
Wow.
So if we could maybe foul them here before they run their play, because they won't be shooting free throws, then they're going to have to run something without having the benefit of calling a timeout.
And I wonder if that's right, that it's just 5 fouls. I thought you said it was 5 before, and I don't think they marked that one up there, but maybe they did.
I'm not sure.
Coach has got 2 timeouts left. Clay Center has none. It'll be their ball underneath. No, it's going to be on the side. It's going to be on the side of the lane here, just by their bench. And we're ready to start play. 18.9 seconds to go. Lippy to put it in play. Lob inside to McDonald. Inside to McCann. Out to Bent. Her shot. No. Rebound. McDonald. No, but she's fouled.
And again, the guy on the outside official is going to call that. The same guy who's called this before. He was totally behind the play, and there's no way he could have seen.
Yeah, and I would have probably called a foul on that one too. But
well, I think she was clean up top of the block. If anything, maybe got her with the body down low.
She's not shot a free throw tonight. McDonald free throw. She made it. Tie the game up at 42-all. Don't have to tell you if she makes it or not. The crowd yelling makes a...
Yeah. We got to make sure we box out on a miss here.
Second McDonald free throw. Got the friendly roll. Got a substitution to come in. Coach Drew is going to call a timeout now. So Coach Drew will call a timeout. We'll keep it right here with 11.6 seconds to go. We knew with both teams having a 7-5 record that this game very likely could come down to the wire, and it certainly is.
Yeah, absolutely. 11 seconds left to go. Certainly time for the Vikings to get the ball down floor. We don't have to go like crazy 100 miles an hour. We've got time to get the ball down and get a good shot. So make sure we get the ball down the floor without doing something silly and throwing it away because we're in too much of a hurry.
Yeah, don't be in a hurry. Take your time. Get it down there. I mean, time is of the essence. You can't just walk it slowly.
You can't walk it up the floor, no, but we don't have to, throw the length of a court pass or something like that.
So they've been pressuring pretty hard to getting the ball in bounds, so we'll see what they decide to do. They may decide to back off a little bit. It's hard telling, but Coach Drew got a big diagram going down there with his team on the bench trying to decide what he wants to do. So we will find out.
Yeah, and he does have another timeout left. So if we get, hopefully he's telling the girls that, the inbounder especially. If you get in trouble and aren't going to be able to get it in, don't just throw it and turn it over. Let's call another timeout.
Kat Blanchett to go out of bounds and put the ball in play. Smart play by Coach Heist. He's got one girl, McDonald girl, back, so the Vikings can't get a breakaway. Get it into Tinley Scott. Back to Blanchett. Blanchett quickly up to Hazelwood. Hazelwood. Wow.
And
Hazelwood gets fouled by Wright.
And I'm not sure.
That's
I'm not
10.
sure where that foul was.
I don't know either. But now it's 2 free throws for Adrian Hazelwood.
We'll take it. We've had some questionable ones called against us, so it's our turn to get a break.
She's got 2 shots now, so not as much pressure to make the first one.
Nope, we got to have just 1 out of the 2 for sure.
Hazelwood free throw, got it to go. 43 all. 6.7 seconds left to go. Now they do have 6 fouls up there, so the next Viking foul will be a 1-on-1 for them. No, rebound on the floor. Vikings still have it, and a timeout.
No, they're saying Coach Drew called the timeout.
Yeah, Coach Drew got a timeout called. 2.7 seconds left to go. Timeout, Coach Drew. So got it. It's a 30. We're going to keep this one right here.
It's going to be our ball out of bounds on the sideline, I believe, right in front of our bench.
So now you got an option. You got Kat Blanchett out there, who's the tallest girl on the court. You could throw a lob pass into her and see if she can get a shot off. You can get Hazelwood coming around the screen, get Scott coming around the screen. Certainly got a lot of options.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see what Coach Drew calls up here.
Again, this timeout brought to you by Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation Sports Performance. Schedule your free consultation at summitkansas.com. The Summit, together for exceptional health care. Here we go. Vikings. Blanchett is right in front of the Viking bench. The other 4 Vikings, Hazelwood and Scott, are on the side of the lane. And Malm and McCoy are way over by the Clay Center sideline. I thought maybe they'd put Blanchett to get the pass, but they're going to have her pass it in. 2.7 to go. Here we go. This Clay Center student body pretty loud. Blanchett looking, still looking. Oh, there's a foul by Bent. Eva Malm was trying to get the pass, and Bent really just did push her over.
Yeah, just ran right through her trying to get the steal.
Trying to get the ball. So Eva Malm now will have 2 free throws with only 1.8 seconds to go now.
So yeah, the good thing is if she would happen to not get this, they're not going to have time to get a good shot.
Malm free throw right through there. Vikings 44, Clay Center 43. 1.8 seconds to go. Second Malm free throw, no good. And the ball loose on the floor, and the Vikings are going to win it. The Vikings win it.
Wow.
Unbelievable finish for the Vikings, but they come up with the victory, 44-43. And we'll be back to wrap this one up for you after these timeouts.
Coming up, the Viking Locker Room Show on Mix 96.7. Stay tuned as we name tonight's play and player of the game. The Smoky Valley Vikings play on Mix 96.7.
Pyle Law is a Kansas personal injury law firm. We handle cases in McPherson County and throughout the state of Kansas. Now is the time to call for your free consultation. I'm Liz Pyle, and my husband Tom has over 25 years of personal experience in all matters relating to Kansas personal injury law. Tom will take the time to evaluate your options, inform you of your rights, and walk you through the complicated process of seeking compensation for your personal injuries or loss. Contact Pyle Law at 620-241-9000.
Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation and Sports Performance, together for your orthopedic needs. Now seeing physical therapy patients at Sterling College as well as our location in Hutchinson. enhancing the quality of your life and helping you return to the activities you love. Visit Summit online at summitks.com or call 620-665-7766 to make your consultation appointment. Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation and Sports Performance, together for exceptional health care.
Have you been putting off dental care or maybe looking for a new dentist? At McPherson Dental Care, you will receive high-quality dental care, build positive relationships with our friendly, experienced staff, and enjoy the pleasant atmosphere of McPherson Dental Care. We're a hometown office with big city technology. I'm Dr. Brian Kinniston, inviting you to give us a try. Find us online at McPhersonDentalCare.com. McPherson Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
The premier high school basketball tournament in the state, the 28th Mid-America Girls Classic Tournament, hosted at the historic McPherson High School Roundhouse in cooperation with the McPherson Optimist Club. Single-day or 3-day passes available for January 26th through the 28th. Purchase raffle tickets for a chance to win a Hustler lawnmower from Hometown Tire and Turf. The 28th Mid-America Girls Classic, January 26th through the 28th, sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, SVHS, Prairie Hills Financial Group, Hometown Tire and Turf, and the McPherson CVB.
Mix 96.7.
What a finish for the Smoky Valley Vikings as they come up with a huge win tonight. They were down by 39-35, about 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, but they kind of took care of business there. They held them to 8 points in that quarter while scoring 15, and not the best of shooting down the stretch, but Eva Mall making the one that counted to put them ahead. Adrian Hazelwood making the one that tied it up at 42 all, but the Vikings, or 43 all, but the Vikings come away with a 44-43 victory. And we'll do scoring first, and we'll talk about some other things. Clay Center, 2 for Fitzenmeyer, 2 for Smith, 2 for Lippy, 3 for Wright, 4 for McCann. And then in double figures, 14 for their big girl McDonald inside and 15 for their leading scorer Bent. For the Vikings, Peters 1, Nevaeh Spittler 2, 4 for Eva Malm, 8 for Kat Blanchett. And then in double figures for the Vikings, 12 for Tinley Scott, 15 for Adrian Hazelwood. What else you got for some rebounding and some turnovers?
Yeah, the turnovers ended up with 18 for Clay Center and 23 for the Vikings. But we did win the rebounding battle 33-26. Individually, Kat had 7 rebounds, and Adrian ends up with a double-double as she ended up with 11 rebounds.
Wow, nice for her to do that. But the Vikings just really took care of business when they had to, and it was a ball game that certainly could have gone either way. And
yeah, ugly win is better than a pretty loss.
Yeah, no question about that. Coach Drew on his way up here now to join us. And, wow, one of those games where you don't know which button to push, and you push the right one at the end, and 2 out of 4 free throws was enough to make it a Viking victory.
Yeah, and you know, I told Eva right after that in the locker room she made the hardest one. And everybody in this crowd was trying to make her miss, and rightfully so. It was a great game. Came down to the wire, and Eva made the hardest free throw in America. So very proud of her, and just very proud of how the way the team came together and got a very difficult win on the road.
A very difficult place to play. We both talked about that before, but you did held them to 8 points in that fourth quarter, and you didn't get your turnover goal of 25 turnovers, but you did win the rebounding battle 33-26.
Hey, that's pretty good. And I told them that was another key. That was actually the first key I told them, is winning that rebounding war, and we did a great job of that. The girls were really focused on getting their box out, ripping that ball, and being strong with it. So very proud of them just to continue to get better every single day and push each other.
Not a great night for the three-point shooter, but Tinley ended up with one in each quarter, the third and the fourth, but Eva hit one in the fourth quarter that was huge as well.
Well, and Tinley did so many other things. You know, sometimes I even get just caught up in watching some of her shots go in from deep, but she did so many other things. She was rebounding. She was playing great defense. She had a great she put her hand on the ball late in that fourth quarter. That was a big difference. And she ran out in transition, just did a lot of nice things, even though the three wasn't necessarily falling. So very proud of her. And Eva did some great things as well, moved that ball, and kind of got her confidence going in that second half, which was really huge for us.
Yeah, it is. It's a total team win because everybody chipped in minutes here and there, and like we always do, we don't get exceptionally high with the win, but you got a Lions team coming in that will give you their best shot.
Absolutely. Every night in this league is a tough one, and you know, we had to step away from league play tonight, play against play, and it just seems like every night we're battling for our lives, and that's kind of how we take it. So we never overlook an opponent. We've got some work to do to secure that win. We'll go back to work on Monday, but we'll for sure enjoy this win tonight into the weekend.
Congratulations on a great victory. Any final thoughts on the game from your perspective?
I love the crowd's energy. Love just the way our the parents travel. Very much appreciate them. Appreciate all the support. My folks are actually here, so it was great to have them here.
Oh, nice.
It was good to have those two. So love them to death and appreciate all the support. Very proud of the girls. Love them to death as well.
Thanks for coming up, Coach. Congratulations on the victory.
Thanks so much, guys.
Jason Drew on the Vikings victory tonight, and always good to have him come up and say hi and get out to go. But the Vikings just, like you say, sometimes an ugly win isn't any better than a great big win. But boy, this one sure feels good.
Yeah, it does. I mean, they battled. I'll give the girls credit. They battled and made the plays we needed to at the end, and it felt like a little bit in that fourth quarter of which team was maybe going to be most apt to give it away versus which team was maybe going to, take the game for the win. So we made the plays, down the end, and they didn't, and the Vikings are walking out with a win tonight.
Often improving their record to 8-5 and continuing to progress. And now this is the final non-league game of the year, so now starting Tuesday, and the next 7 games will be all league opponents, and the Vikings with a 1-1 league record have some work to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And we got a Lions team going to be coming in on Tuesday night that their girls were, on the front side of the bracket down at the Sterling tournament, played the third place game. So definitely not going to be a easy pushover opponent. It's going to be another game where we're going to have to come out and execute and do some good things to win.
Yeah, no question about that. Well, they finish up their homecoming activities here. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll start with Viking Boys pregame. You're listening to Smoky Valley Basketball on 96.7 FM The Mix. Back after these.
Coming up on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game, we'll break down tonight's matchup and preview other key games on the Ad Astra Sports Network. The Smoky Valley Vikings play on Mix 96.7.
The premier high school basketball tournament in the state, the 28th Mid-America Girls Classic Tournament, hosted at the historic McPherson High School Roundhouse in cooperation with the McPherson Optimist Club. Single-day or 3-day passes available for January 26th through the 28th. Purchase raffle tickets for a chance to win a Hustler lawnmower from Hometown Tire and Turf. The 28th Mid-America Girls Classic, January 26th through the 28th. Sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, SVHS, Prairie Hills Financial Group, Hometown Tire and Turf, and the McPherson CVB.
Stop by Heston Bakery and Cafe, Heston's hometown cafe, for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and everything in between. Open every day of the week. They serve an assortment of baked goods, specialty coffees, sandwiches, soups, salads, and desserts for dine-in, carry-out, and for all your catering needs. Stop in and enjoy the peaceful atmosphere, or view the menu and order online for convenient quick pickup at HestonBakeryandCafe.com.
My name is Lauren Doak, here to tell you about the Smoky Valley Virtual Charter School. Our virtual school offers tuition-free curriculum to students grades 6 through 12. We have over 75 elective classes in 8 career pathways. Experience learning at the Smoky Valley Virtual Charter School, an online link between home, school, and public education. Be anywhere, learn everywhere with Smoky Valley Virtual Charter School. Learn more at smokyvalley.org.
Hey Danny, do you know what time it is?
It's 1:39. Why?
No, it's time for our annual Hog Bundle sale.
Oh right, it's on sale for $119. That's a savings of $47.
Yes, and you get ham, bacon, chops, roast, and sausage.
Come see us at 1636 Mohawk Road, just north of McPherson.
From finding that perfect car for college, switching to the minivan life, or finally getting your dream ride, Midway Motors is ready to help. Stop by one of our 6 locations across central Kansas, or learn more at midwaymotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
So what do you see in your future? Buying the perfect home with a big oak tree? Watching your child graduate from college? Or finding more time for hobbies during your retirement? Whatever your future holds, make sure you talk with the Farm Bureau Financial Services agent. Together, we'll create a plan that's right for you.
Call Farm Bureau agent Luke Bauer in McPherson at 620-241-0225.
It's your future. Let's protect it.
Fimco is a manufacturing leader in quality products. From weather protection to rollover protection to sun protection, Fimco's engineers can produce a top quality finished product for almost any piece of equipment. Fimco's years of experience in the safety and weather protection industry will ensure you get a reliable product that satisfies your need. Fimco, located on West 1st and McPherson, has got you covered. Check out their website at fimcomfg.com. Wishing all the area teams the best of luck.
Mix 96.7.
And welcome back to Smoky Valley Basketball. Don Banks along with Darren Abel as the Vikings get ready to take on the Clay Center, but a little cleanup from the last game. Tonight's player of the game for the girls is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust. Safe, sound, reliable, and banking that puts you first. Put their experience to work for you and your family. Relationship banking from People's Bank and Trust. You got to give consideration to Eva Mall making the game-winning free throw.
Oh, absolutely.
You got to give Adrian a shout-out for making the tie free throw. You got to give Tinley Scott having a double-double, a couple of threes, a double-double again, but Adrian Hazelwood with 15 points and 11 rebounds, a double-double. I think she is the tonight's player of the game.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Adrian really stepped up offensively, and I think she's still a little gimpy on that knee. I know my son had told me that she was limping pretty good in practice yesterday, and so I think her knee's still giving her trouble, but boy, sure didn't see any evidence of that tonight. If it's bothering her, she really gutted it out. So
now we turn the page and go to the boys game, where the boys come in 7-5 on the year, winning. They lost their first 4, so they're 7-1 now in their last 8 games, and they really have been kind of gelling and coming together.
Yeah, they've actually, really hit their stride and are playing well. Save for the Southeast game last week in the Sterling tournament. So, this is a game. And talking to Ethan a little bit and looking at Clay Center on film and their scouting reports, he felt like they were going to be a lot like Kingman. It should look like on paper that we've got them outsized and should handle them, but like on the inside. But he said they're kind of like Kingman in that they don't have that one guy who you look at and go, wow, he's one of the top basketball players in 4A. But they've got guys who are athletic across the board, and they play really hard. They're scrappy, and they run kind of a funny defense. It's kind of a scramble defense. It's hard to tell exactly what their defensive principles are because it's some zone and some man principles. So we got our work cut out for us, even though it looks like on paper, again, we might have a size advantage.
We got a Pladson that scores 11.4 points per game and a Hoffman that scores 11.9, so they got a couple of double-digit scorers. So, yeah, they've and I think they like to get a lot of their points off a transition fast break.
Yeah, so we're going to have to, again, it's just a group of guys that's really athletic. So, we're going to have our game turned up and be ready to play and be ready to handle probably a defense of something that we haven't seen before. So maybe the first part of the game going to have to be a little bit patient on offense to figure out, try and figure out where the openings are, what we're going to be able to do against that offense, and then, defensively just play really solid. Don't let them get any cheap offensive rebounds, and make sure we're getting back on defense.
We'll take our first time out when we come back. We'll have Coach Snyder's interview on tonight's game. You're listening to Smoky Valley Basketball on the Mix 96.7 KMPK. Back after this timeout.
More of the Midway Motors Drive to the Game coming up. Midway Motors in McPherson, Newton, Hutchinson, and Hillsboro for every mile of life. Mix 96.7. The Smoky Valley Vikings play here.
Did Christmas leave your finances tangled in tinsel? Let your home lend you a hand. At First Bank Kansas, we are here to help you get your finances on track for the new year. Whether you are looking to renovate your kitchen, general home improvements, or looking to pay off high-interest credit cards, our experts will guide you through the home equity process. Visit us at any First Bank Kansas location in Salina, Ellsworth, McPherson, Abilene, Lindsborg, or Hutchinson to experience banking made personal. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier 2-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour today. Visit hutchcc.edu/campus tour.
Art Shirt Gear for Sport at 109 North Main, downtown Lindsborg, is a proud supporter of the Smoky Valley Vikings and the Bethany Swedes. Be sure to stop by before the game and check out the new apparel to show your team pride. We wish all the student athletes a safe and successful season.
Mix 96.7.
And welcome back to more Viking pregame. Don Bings along with Coach Doug Snyder as you get ready to take the road again. Nice to have a home game and get a win, but now it's back on the road and one of the longer trips to Clay Center.
Yeah, one of the longer trips and one of the loudest gyms we play in. It never fails. Clay Center is one of those wild ones, but and they're playing well right now. I mean, they're executing, and they've won 2 out of their last 3 games. But you're right, it was nice to be at home, especially after the Sterling tournament. Nice to be in the friendly confines, and equally as nice to get a win out of being at the friendly confines. Even though we had a rough first half, I thought we bounced back in the second, and I thought we did what we had to do to finish, and guys made plays. Jerome Autry hit 4 big free throws down the stretch to ice that game for us, and I thought our defense made some plays down the stretch to get us there. And so again, I mean, there were some good things, there were some bad things early in the game. I felt like we were lethargic, but felt like we bounced back from it and got the win, and you move on to the next one.
Yeah, it just seemed like we were a little bit out of sorts there for a while, but yeah, nice to be at home, nice to get the win, and now you turn your attention to the Clay Center Tigers, who at times can be pretty good, but at times they just can be kids.
Yeah, I mean, they started out the year 2 quick wins, nice teams they played against, and then they hit a little downward turn, and this last week at the Hillsborough tournament, they got 2 big wins, opened the first round as the lower seed, knocked off a team from Holcomb, and then lost to Remington, and then beat Hillsborough in their third place game, which ended up being Tuesday night, same night we played. So they haven't had as long to prepare for us as they would have had they gone ahead and played their tournament on Saturday. So again, hopefully some of the things that we can do can bother them, but they have some athletes. They really do play well. They play extremely hard. They get after it. Their defenses are a little confusing to pick apart, but again, it's going to be up to us as a team to find the best shot every time and to make them have to be challenged by what we do.
An individual play, I thought Gus Griffith stepped up a little bit, and like you said, Jerome hitting free throws at the end, but all in all, it was a complete team victory.
Yeah, it was a complete team victory. I thought our guys did a nice job of finding each other. Gus had a couple of great post moves down there and was really solid on the boards. You know, Cade had one of his probably more off nights, but still came up with some big plays for us. But again, everybody just kind of did their job down the stretch, whether it was a Vincent Pickering steal leading to a Kai Blanchett dunk to open the half, or Jerome free throws, Carson's navigation of the game and knocking down threes. Everybody just does their job, and I think that's what's important for us, and that's what we need to continue doing.
And how about a couple of keys to victory?
Turnovers need to be limited tonight. If we turn the ball over a lot, that gives them a chance to score in transition. I think our defense can do some things to them. So if we keep letting them run the floor, that's going to be a problem. Second thing, I think offensive rebounds for us. We need to make sure we're getting into that zone that they run and finding a way to get boards and putbacks. And the third thing is we just have to handle their pressure and be smart about what we do.
Sounds like a plan, Coach. Good luck.
Thanks.
Doug Snyder of the Vikings. We'll be back with more pregame right after this.
This is Ryan Hicks with Farmers Alliance in McPherson. Growing up, I learned the value of teamwork for achieving success. Now, as a member of the Farmers Alliance team, I appreciate the skills of our insurance professionals, working with the independent agents who represent us across the state. Our team works hard to protect our customers and to help put their lives back together after a storm or loss. It may not be quite as great a win as on the field or on the court, but it's really a good feeling to know we're helping. And at Farmers Alliance, we're proud to be a part of this great community, and we look forward to the successes of all our area teams.
We're here to keep you rolling. Rod's Tire and Service.
Rod here, Rod's Tire and Service of Hillsborough. I got my start in the tire business over 40 years ago working on farm tires. If you need tires for your farm, call us today at Rod's Tire. We're here to keep you rolling.
Mix 96.7.
And welcome back to Clay Center for the boys game here. The Vikings coming in with a 7-5 record. Clay Center coming in with a 4-8 record. But the Vikings have certainly been getting some production from Kai Blanchett. He's in double figures at 10.8 points per game. Carson Peel has been stepping up as of late. He's at 10.2 points per game. Cade Blanchett also at 7.4, 8 points a game for Vincent Pickering. We got a lot of options.
Yeah, we really do. I mean, Cade and Gus can do some damage on the inside. We've got Carson and Vincent who can shoot it from outside, and then Kai. He can either shoot the three-pointer or he's dangerous slashing and going to the basket as well. So, they run kind of that funny defense or whatever, but they're still going to have to find ways to defend our guys. And as long as we just run our offense against it and don't just do a lot of standing and watching and trying to figure out what to do, I think we'll be okay and we'll have some opportunities to score. And if it's kind of a zone look, a lot of times it's easier to get some offensive rebounds in a zone, because as a zone it's hard to find people to block out. So hopefully we can take advantage of that.
You mentioned that this team is a little bit like Kingman, and Kingman wasn't a tall team either, and we finally started we had 4 players in double figures in that Kingman game.
Yeah, we finally figured out and kind of took advantage of our size inside in the second half of that game a little bit, and we just need to keep doing. We're on a roll like we talked about. We've got some confidence. We just need to keep doing what we've done the last 4 or 5 games. So if we do that and are smart and take care of the basketball, it should be a good night for the Vikings.
Yeah, no question about that. And then like we talked about before, the league season starts again. We got Lions coming in on Tuesday, and then we are on the road next Friday, a week from tonight, on the road at Nickerson. So the Vikings certainly can take care of business. This game doesn't do anything for league, but this thing does something for your sub-state, because now we're in the mix for sub-state for getting a home game. We're in the 4th position for sub-state, so every win we get kind of keeps us in that upper half so we can have a first-round game at home.
Yeah, absolutely, and we're it's kind of a mix right in the middle of the pack for our sub-state. There's a couple of teams at the top and a couple teams at the bottom, but then the other 4 teams are all pretty close together right in the middle. So, Southeast is probably going to be the 1 seed. They're 11-1. Ellsworth is 8-3. Beloit is 8-4. Phillipsburg 8-6. Russell 8-6, and the Vikings 7-5. Norton 6-5, and even Hoisington 6-7. So really, outside of Southeast, with about 8 or 9 games left, there could be a lot of changes in positioning here. So, like you said, every win that we can get is important.
Yeah, it's an important win no matter when you get it, so you got to make sure you take care of business. We're going to have a national anthem here, and I don't know if that'll be before or after the starting lineup, so we'll hang on to it for just a little bit here. But the Vikings, again, on the road at Clay Center. The girls, what a sensational job the girls did by coming up and getting those free throws down the stretch and not letting Clay Center ice the game away and take it away from us. So
looks like we're going to have the national anthem first.
Looks like the Madrigal group coming out there, so we'll take a timeout for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll have the starters and the tip-off of tonight's game. You're listening to Smoky Valley Basketball.
The premier high school basketball tournament in the state, the 28th Mid-America Girls Classic Tournament, hosted at the historic McPherson High School Roundhouse in cooperation with the McPherson Optimist Club. Single-day or 3-day passes available for January 26th through the 28th. Purchase raffle tickets for a chance to win a Hustler lawnmower from Hometown Tire and Turf. The 28th Mid-America Girls Classic, January 26th through the 28th, sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, SVHS, Prairie Hills Financial Group, Hometown Tire and Turf, and the McPherson CVB.
Be anywhere, learn everywhere. Experience online learning with one of the first accredited virtual charter schools in Kansas, Smoky Valley Virtual Charter School, right here in Lindsborg. We offer courses for traditional students grades 6 through 12, as well as adult and part-time programs. Advisors will guide you through a dynamic and engaging curriculum from a highly respected program. Learn more at smokyvalley.org.
The John Deere 6M started with the livestock and hay producer who needs a powerful loader tractor with incredible visibility and maneuverability to easily make your way around those tight corrals, feed your herd, and bale your hay. A strong tractor is equipped with the features you need to accomplish any chore. From 110 to 195 horsepower, the 6M is fully customizable, so you get everything you need and nothing you don't. Visit your local Prairie Land partners for details.
Delivering the right solution. Prairie Land Partners.
McPherson Center for Health is pleased to welcome Dr. Dusty Samuels to our exceptional team of family medicine physicians and providers. Dr. Samuels returns to Kansas from Minnesota and is welcoming patients of all ages. She has special interest in family care, pediatrics, and chronic disease management. Give us a call to establish patient status with Dr. Samuels at 620-241-7400.
Mix 96.7.
And welcome back to Clay Center as the Vikings get ready to take on the Tigers. It's time for starting lineups. And how about the hosts tonight, Darren?
You betcha. For Clay Center, number 4, Justin Wright is a 5'10 junior. Mark Hoffman is a 6'2 senior. He is number 10. Number 13 is a 6-foot sophomore, Jace Weller. Owen Craig is number 14. He's a 5'10 sophomore. And number 30, Weston Hammond, is a 5'11 sophomore.
So for Coach Smith, he'll send out Wright, Hoffman, Weller, Craig, and Hamill. And how about our Vikings tonight?
And for the Vikings, our normal starting lineup of number 4, Carson Peel, a 6-foot senior. Number 11, Cade Blanchett, a 6'5 senior. Vincent Pickering, number 23, a 6'2 senior. Kai Blanchett, 6'4 junior at number 24. And number 30, Gus Griffith, a 6'4 senior.
Before Coach Snyder and his Vikings, he'll send out the normal lineup: Peel, Blanchett, Pickering, Blanchett, Kai, and Gus Griffith. The Vikings, just like tonight's teams, McPherson Laundry can help you look like a winner. Expert dry cleaning and professional shirt service, McPherson Laundry. In McPherson, it's where you take your clothes. The Vikings in their road black uniforms with the numbers are orange, the lettering is white. And it's trimmed in orange, and then orange and black down the side of the jerseys and the pants. And the Vikings opponent, the Clay Center Tigers, have all their white uniforms. Their numbers are black. Their lettering, it says Tigers, and that's in orange. And a little tiger on the side of their shorts. And it's the Vikings and the Tigers. Again, it's an east and west court. We're on the north side up near the top behind the scores table. Sit back and enjoy tonight's game. Number 10 will step in there, Hoffman against Kai Blanchett. And by height-wise, we should control this tip. We'll see how it goes.
Clay Center's a young team. They're starting 3 sophomores.
Tip controlled by the Vikings, and sit back and enjoy tonight's game. Carson will bring it into, they're going to trap. It's that junk defense you talked about. Here's Pickering in the middle of the lane. His shot up, no. Griffith rebound. Pardon me, his shot was somebody hanging on his line. Here's Pickering in the middle. Gets it into Cade Blanchett. He gets the basket to go. Good
Clay
job
Center,
for Cade.
going to push it down the floor.
And they turn it over right away. Kai comes up with the basket. Kai in strong for the basket. No. Pickering gets the rebound, kicks it out to Carson. Carson 3-ball. No. Rebound Gus. Nope. Carried around and ends up in the hands of Hammond. So a turnover for Clay Center. And another turnover for Clay Center is number 4, Wright, steps out of bounds. That first basket we make it, was that Kai? Kai got the basket, didn't he?
No, it was Cade.
It was Cade, that's right, it was Cade. So 2-0 Vikings. There's Pickering, off it goes on the wing. Kai 3, no. Carson rebound, trying to go up strong with it, does not, gets it, turns it over. Here comes Clay Center on the run, quickly up to, and a steal by Pickering, but it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Clay Center. Nice hands by Vincent Pickering. Hoffman had the rebound. Well, this is fast-paced. Hoffman will put it in play. Looking, going to go way out top to number 14. I'll get him here in a minute. That's Craig. Craig gets it over to Wright. Near side it comes to Weller. Almost a steal at the free throw line. Shot good by number 4, Wright. 2-2 here early. Carson over to Pickering. Pickering and a steal by
That's too long of a pass.
Hammond got away with a travel maybe. Here's Kai Blanchett. He gets it taken away from him. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by by Hoffman. Out top, looked at a shot, didn't go. With it is Craig. Goes back out to Weller. They'll reset their offense.
Vikings in their 1-3-1 half-court zone defense.
Round to right, shot, too long, rebound, Cade. Kai has it. Kai ends up with the rebound, quickly up to Pickering. Vincent outside the three-point arc, goes to Carson. They're double and triple teaming. Got to have somebody open. Here's Kai Blanchett. Back to Carson, almost too strong for him, but he picks it up, goes to Vincent. Vincent 3-ball, no, rebound, Clay Center. Wright comes up quickly with it on the dribble into the lane. Spin move, shot up, no. Rebound, no. Shot up by Hoffman. Vikings pull away the rebound and come the other way. Carson didn't have a hold of it. He almost got away with a travel there. I would have probably called it travel if I was officiating, but he really didn't have a hold of it.
It's kind of like a really stretched out 2-1-2 zone defense.
Inside and knocked away, but Blanchett hangs on to it. Carson, Kai, his 3 ball. That's way off. Carson Pickering gets the rebound on the long weak side. Back to Kai out top. Kai gets it off to Carson. Inside to Cade. Cade out to Pickering. His 3 ball. Short. Rebound. Play center. Quickly up to Wright. Wright looking for Hammond. Not there. He's going to keep the dribble. Goes on the far side to Craig or to Weller. And the Vikings pick up the turnover. How many is that on them?
That's 3.
3.
And I've got 2 for the Vikings.
Pickering looked at his 3 but didn't trigger. Now goes inside to Cade. Cade gets double teamed, goes out to Carson. He will trigger a 3. No. Rebound Gus inside. Shot up good. Gus Griffith, and Gus is hurt. Gus came down on somebody's foot.
Oh, yeah, on somebody's foot.
Ball inside the lane, and the shot is good by Hoffman. And we got a timeout for Gus Griffith on the floor over here. If he came down on somebody's foot, I don't know what he did. Hope it's not a knee and hope it's an ankle. Not that either is good, but liable to be better. So as they didn't stop the play because the play it was still attacking the whole way on the other end. So I don't.
Yeah, that was the right play.
Yeah, I'm not criticizing that at all.
Yeah, because Clay Center was still going towards the basket. If they'd have stopped and started running their offense. Braxton House and Justice Autry into the Viking lineup.
And at the free throw line, it's Hoffman for 2 for the and 1. And he missed everything. Wow, that was awful. Don't see many high school guys miss the rim.
No, you don't. And it was off to the left.
Yeah.
Clay Center extending this full court 2-1-2 now.
Pickering inside the Autry. Justice has come in. Justice over to Pickering outside this zone. Justice still with it off to Peel. Peel to Pickering. Pickering baseline drive. His little floater. That's good. Vincent Pickering with a nice little runner in the lane. Vikings at the 4-minute mark have a 6-4 lead. 23 is checked in for Clay Center. A shot underneath by Hammond is good.
Yeah, a little breakdown in the 1-3-1 there. They left Hammond open on the weak side underneath.
That's a guy that scores in double figures that doesn't start Pladson. Carson gets it off to Justice. 6-6 score. Pickering with it on the dribble. Gets it out to Carson. Carson wants to dribble inside off the House. His 10-footer, too strong, but Cade Blanchett right there to pick it up and put it in. Cade with 4 points.
Yeah, glad to see Cade just power up there and go through the defense and not worry about the foul.
Timeout on the court. We'll keep this one right here. It's just a 30. Let Alan Samuels help you find the make, model, and budget that fits you. Use your large inventory at all SamuelsHutch.com locations. Alan Samuels, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Come by. Let's be friends. Just like stream tonight's game on your phone with the Ad Astra Radio app powered by Next Tech Wireless. Shop the latest phones and devices at the best prices. Next Tech Wireless. We are Kansas. And this timeout brought to you by Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation Sports Performance. Schedule your free consultation at summitkansas.com. The Summit, together for exceptional health care.
Jerome Autry checked in during that timeout.
And number 11 for them. What's his name?
11, Brownell.
Brownell.
Jace Brownell. So the Vikings go now to their 2-3 zone.
Pladson with it. Brownell and throws it right to Cade. So their turnover number
4 for Clay Center.
Justice on the dribble drive. Gets double team. Gets it off the House. Out to Carson. Back to House. Out top and stolen by Pladson. Pladson take it all the way in. Up and good on the breakaway. 8-8. Carson into the front court quickly. And going to be a foul
on Brownell.
Brownell, that'll be the first team foul on the home team. Vikings have one.
In for the Tigers, number 32, Ty Langvart. He's a 6'1 senior. He was one of their homecoming king candidates.
Okay. Do you know who fouled for the Vikings? I didn't mark it down.
No, I don't. I don't remember our foul.
Jerome Justice, Carson House, and Kai Blanchett on the court for the Vikings. Baseline it goes to Kai. Kai off to Carson. Carson off to Jerome. His 3-ball short. Rebound inside, play center. Number 13, Weller. Weller off to, and on the shot, missing the layup was Hoffman, but he's fouled. And he will have 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, Vikings got back, but then everybody kind of got caught ball watching, and Hoffman went right down the lane. Nobody stepped in front to pick him up. Misses the first free throw.
Yeah, he's the one that airballed that.
Yeah. Foul was on Braxton.
Now Ethan Abel in. (8-8), 2:26 left to go, first quarter. And he makes the third out of 3 to give Clay Center a 9-8 lead at the 2:24 mark. Ethan in the front court with it, gets it off to Jerome. Jerome back to Justice. Back to Jerome. Dribble drive in the lane. As a double team, gets it out of it, gets it to Ethan. Ethan on the dribble out top between the circles. Goes to House, to Jerome. 3-ball. That's good. A Jerome Autry 3-pointer. Arn Reinert 3-pointer. Vikings have 11. Clay Center has 9. Pladson gets it off to Weller.
Vikings still in the 2-3 zone.
Weller around to Hoffman. Back to Weller. Near side it comes to Pladson. Baseline to Langvart. His shot good. Langvart off the bench for 2. Tie it up at 11-11 at the 1:38 mark. Underneath the House. Kick out to Blanchett. 3, no. Rebound Weller for Clay Center on the weak side. Weller quick up to Langvart. Off to Hoffman. Pladson. Hoffman. Weller. Near side Brownell. Weller. They're playing a little catch outside the arc. Back out top to Weller. His dribble drive, little floater in the lane, too strong. Rebound, Pladson. Pladson up and no. Rebound, Vikings. Autry. Quickly up to Blanchett, and it'll touch Blanchett last. Blanchett shaking his head. He didn't think so.
Yeah, I thought it was off of Kai's foot.
Back in is Hammond, Langvart, Craig, Pladson.
From finding that perfect car for college, switching to the minivan life, or finally getting your dream ride, Midway Motors is ready to help. Stop by one of our 6 locations across central Kansas or learn more at midwaymotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
Next Tech Wireless, get an Apple Watch on us with a month of free cellular service when you buy a new iPhone.
Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Whether you want a small home remodel or need repairs done or have a brand new build project in mind, Erickson Custom Building is your choice. All of us at Erickson Custom Building would like to thank our customers for 20 years of business and friendship. Brian and the crew at Erickson have spent those years developing excellent customer service and quality leadership for all types of projects, big or small, traditional or trendy. When your project is finished, it will reflect your vision for quality and follow-through that exceeds your expectations, not your budget. Call Erickson Custom Building or find us on the web at ericksoncustomBLDG.com.
Mix 96.7.
And welcome back to Clay Center as the Vikings trail by 2. Not a bad quarter. Where the turnovers end up?
4 apiece.
Okay.
So, we're taking care of the ball. We're just need to get a little more out of our offense.
First possession belongs to Clay Center. Wright has it on the far side. We're going back to back to the 1-3-1.
1-3-1.
Craig has it out top, goes around to Wright. He's going to launch a 3-ball, and it's good. Wright knocks down the first points to give them a 16-2. It's a 7-0 run by Clay Center. Back to Carson, who came back in at the quarter. Ethan, Cade Blanchett, and there's a dangerous pass. The ball goes across the. They have no idea. We're going to say it's ours. I think that one should be theirs.
Yeah, I thought Vincent kicked it out.
Yeah, it's too far a pass with their speed.
And kicked it out.
Turnover in the dribble, gets double teamed up top, goes to Ethan. Green will put it in play right in front of the Clay Center bench. Goes to Carson. Carson the dribble, gets double teamed up top, goes to Ethan. Ethan on the dribble, back to Carson. Carson, baseline to Kai. Kai looked at a 3, didn't trigger, goes out to Ethan. Ethan double team, gets out of it. No, he loses the handle and they turn it over. Quickly up to Craig. Craig off to Pladsen. Pladsen gets double teamed in the corner by the Vikings. Good job, Vikings out to Wright. Wright looked at a 3, didn't trigger. They'll go to Craig. They'll reset their offense. Craig on the dribble, back to Wright. 16-11 in favor of Clay Center. Pladsen on a wild pass goes to Hammond on the baseline. Back to Pladsen. Pladsen drive, his shot up. He got it to go.
Zone, we just got to have.
He's a nice player.
Vikings we're doing a little too much standing on offense. There's some gaps in that zone. We just got to have people flash into them.
Yeah, when they're out of kilter on some double teams, we got to go inside and look for that pass. As Carson gets double teamed, he gets hand checked by Craig, and the Viking ball out of bounds. It's only the second foul.
Braxton House back into the Viking lineup.
Kai Blanchard out, so Cade is in there. Pickering, Carson, Ethan, and House. Off it goes to Ethan on the far side wing. Knocked away by Wright. It'll go backcourt, but that's fine. Ethan by Wright. It'll go backcourt, but that's fine. Ethan off the Pickering. His 3-ball. Good. Arnreiner CPA 3-pointed by Vincent Pickering. To get the Vikings back within 4 at 14-18. Round it goes to Hammond. Back over across to Pladsen. They're way outside with that pass. There's a Craig, and he turns it over. And it's loose. Yep, they turn it over, number 5.
5 apiece. Yeah, I need to be a little bit patient against this zone, but the way to beat it is to try and work the ball back and forth from one side to the other. If you can make that defense kind of shift a couple of times, you should be able to find something open on the back side.
Yeah, and don't hold it too long.
Right.
Ethan is in trouble, gets double teamed. And out of the double team, it'll stay with the Vikings.
Hoffmatry in for the Vikings.
And Weller back in. Carson wanted to drive in there, but pulled it back out. Now goes to Pickering. He'll launch another 3. No. Rebound House. Go up. Launch another 3. No. Rebound House. Go up. Go up, Braxton.
Yeah, Braxton made a mistake. When you get that rebound, you can't bring it down to your waist. You got to keep that ball up high.
Yeah, he was in good position right inside the blocks in the lane. He just needed to go right back up with it. But it results in a Viking turnover as they tie it up. Drive from the baseline. Here's Pladsen out top with it now. Pladsen goes across to Hoffman. Pladsen, Hoffman inside. He's been in the lane too long. Come on, guys. He can't camp in there. Pladsen with it outside baseline over to number 13. I can't get his name. It's Weller. Hoffman. Hoffman on the dribble near side now. Back to Weller across. Pladsen gets the ball away, and Pladsen gets it up off the glass again. Wow.
Yeah, Braxton went for the steal, didn't get it, and that opened up the lane for them to get to the basket.
Cade Blanchett in the lane. Cade strong to the basket. It is good.
You betcha. There we go.
Nice drive by Cade.
Again, much better job of just playing through the contact and not worrying about the foul. Going up to the basket strong.
That's Hoffman that picks up the foul. And he makes.
Hey, there we go. That's what we like to see, Cade from the free throw line.
17 for the Vikings, 20 for Clay Center. And Craig on the dribble to the baseline. Didn't get it up over the rim. Carson has it knocked away, but goes to Autry inside the house. His shot from the elbow. In and out, no good. Rebound.
I'm going to call Cade on the push.
Called for the push. It'll be out of bounds to Clay Center. First foul on Cade. Right back in.
And Kai Blanchett back in for the Vikings.
Cade will go out. Gus still over there on the end of the bench.
He was gone for a while. I think they went and taped that ankle up.
Okay, good.
Vikings have gone man-to-man here.
Pladsen gets it off to Weller, around to Hoffman. Almost a steal by Jerome. Goes inside to Hoffman. Ball knocked loose, and that'll be our ball. Yep, they tip it out. And that's the 6th turnover on the Tigers, or 7?
I've got 6.
6, okay. Pickering to put it in play to Carson. He tells everybody to go down court. I'll take it up as far as I can before I get double teamed. Oh, Pickering leads Carson too much. The Vikings turn it over. That's the turnovers that hurt because there's no.
Yeah, that's unforced.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, there's areas of the court open. We're just kind of standing and not really breaking to the open areas.
Pladsen will bring it into the front court against Pickering. 3:40 left to go in the second quarter. Pickering knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with Clay Center.
Justice Autry in for Vincent.
Pickering didn't want to come out. He thinks they came out because he made that turnover. I don't think so. I think he's just in the regular rotation.
Right.
Doug trying to just keep these guys a little fresher. Nice defense by House, but Hoffman hangs on to it. Gets it around to Hammond, who gets it to Wright. He goes to Weller. Back to Hammond, underneath to Wright. Right across to Hoffman, back to Weller. Weller driving the lane. Kick out to Wright. His three. It's good. Back-to-back threes. 23 for Clay Center at the 3-minute mark. Vikings have 17 to Justice. Inside to Kai Blanchett. Baseline to House. House cross court to Jerome. His three ball. It's good. Jerome Autry answers the three to give the Vikings 20. 23 for Clay Center at the 2:38 mark. Wright stays in the backcourt against Carson, driving all the way in. Somehow
that's hit the backboard. That's got to be out of bounds.
But it last touch by House. House tipped it up and hit the bottom of the backboard.
Yep, I didn't see Braxton touch it.
Yeah, he had his hand on it. It looked the other way, but I saw Braxton hit it with his hand, so no question. Getting into Weller. Weller's drive, his shot up. No, he's fouled. And Jerome will pick up the foul, his first. And at the free throw line, number 13, Weller. Hasn't scored yet in this game.
Justice talking to the official, asking exactly what I did to foul there. Getting that clarification.
24-20, Clay Center in the lead at the 2:26 mark of the second quarter. And that one missing. Blanchett Kai comes away with the rebound. Carson will bring it into the front court. Now off to Justice. Back to Carson between the circles. Off to Braxton. Back to Jerome. His three, too strong. Or that was Justice. Jerome with the long rebound comes out to Carson. Almost lost it. Back to Kai Blanchett. Back to Carson out top. Carson in the dribble. Off to Clay Center. Comes away with it. Hoffman with the fingers to get the steal. Round it goes to Hammond. His three. No. Rebound. Run down on the baseline by Clay Center. Off to Weller. Around to Wright. Minute 43 left to go. Man-to-man defense by the Vikings. Knocked away. Oh, House can't save it. Nice tip out by Braxton House, but he can't save it from going out of bounds. Pickering back in. Langvart and Pladsen come in for Clay Center. Hoffman will put it in play. Go to Pladsen in the backcourt with it. Jerome will pick him up between the circles. Driving in, kick out. Hoffman three, no. Rebound, it's over the back by Pladsen. Good block out by Jerome.
Yep.
23 left to go in the first half. Vikings trail by 4. Getting into Kai Blanchett. Gets it to Carson. Back
there we go. Look
Pickering.
down the floor.
Yep. Get somebody in the open spot and get him the ball. Pickering off to Carson. Carson dribble drive off to Jerome. Another 3-ball. Jerome short. Rebound. Carson. Inside to Pickering. Outside to Blanchett. His three. It's in there. An arm right at CPA by 3 by Kai Blanchett. 23-24. 1-point game now with 1 minute to go in the first half. Round it goes to Weller, to Hoffman. Hoffman wanted to go back door, not there. Goes to Pladsen. Pladsen driving the lane. Pladsen got away with a travel, gets it out to Weller. He'll reset to Pladsen. 35 seconds left to go. Pladsen dribble, pull it outside. Goes near side to Wright. Wright back to Weller, between the circles to reset. Weller, Wright. Screen from Langvart. Cross court to Hoffman. Hoffman driving the lane. Kick out to Langvart. His 3-ball. No. Rebound. We're going to go the other way. A push on Clay Center.
On Wright, I believe.
That's what they got to do. They got to push and try to get position. And it'll be on number 4, Wright, and that'll be his first. Ethan will be in for Jerome.
And Craig back in for Clay Center.
Vikings can take the lead with any kind of a score, a 2 or a 3. You got 15.8 seconds to get it done. Carson up to
go.
Justice baseline to Ethan. Ethan drive. He gets triple teamed. Kai Blanchett with the drive. Elevate. Dump down to Pickering. Out to Carson. 3. Too strong. Tip no. Vikings have a good look, but can't make it go. And halftime is here. Vikings trail by 1, 24-23. We'll be back to wrap up this half for you after these timeouts.
Coming up, the First Bank Kansas Halftime Report. Visit one of First Bank Kansas's 8 locations or online, firstbankkansas.com. The Smoky Valley Vikings play on Mix 96.7.
Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation and Sports Performance, together for your orthopedic needs. Now seeing physical therapy patients at Sterling College as well as our location in Hutchinson, enhancing the quality of your life and helping you return to the activities you love. Visit Summit online at summitks.com or call 620-665-7766 to make your consultation appointment. Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation and Sports Performance, together for exceptional health care.
The Kansas legal team at Pyle Law is dedicated to offering clients with personal injury claims competent and compassionate service. If you or a loved one was injured in a serious accident involving a motor vehicle or a loved one suffered a wrongful death, we will inform you of your rights and walk you through the complicated process of seeking compensation for your personal injuries or loss. Call Pyle Law at 620-241-9000 to find out your options today.
Well, it's going to be a busy weekend on Ad Astra Radio, as coming up on Saturday, the top 2 winningest programs in college basketball history will meet for the 10th time in the last 12 seasons when the 9th-ranked KU Jayhawks play at Kentucky as part of the SEC Big 12 Challenge Saturday. KU passed up Kentucky last year to be first in all-time wins. They're sitting at 2,373 wins, while Kentucky is second at 2,367. KU's looking to bounce back from 3 straight Big 12 losses, but redshirt Jalen Wilson has done the job, still leading the Big 12 in scoring at 21.3 points per game. KU is 5-4 in the SEC Big 12 Challenge, including 2-2 against Kentucky. And you can hear this matchup of 2 of the college basketball blue bloods, starting with Pregame on 94.7 KSKU at 5:30. In another Big 12 action, the Kansas State Wildcats, still ranked 5th in the nation at 17-3 and 6-2 in Big 12 play, coming off a loss to Iowa State, will look to bounce back against the Florida Gators out of the SEC for the 10th annual SEC Big 12 Challenge. K-State will be looking to snap a 4-game losing streak in the Big 12 SEC Challenge, as the Wildcats are still off to their best start since 1972-73 at 17-3 overall. Also have some KCAC basketball. 95.9 KWHK has Sterling College at McPherson for a doubleheader starting at 4:40. 96.7 KMPK has Bethany College taking on St. Mary's from Lindsborg, with pregame starting at 4:45. And we'll close out mid-season tournament weeks on 98.9 KMCP. The McPherson Lady Bullpups will play in their final game of the McPherson Invitational. And on Kicks Country 106.1, we'll have a doubleheader as Berean Academy will play El Saline starting at 12:45, and then followed by Sunrise Christian versus the Little River Girls at 2:45. And of course, the first installment of the Dillon Sunflower Showdown on the women's side takes place on Kansas Day, as the KU Jayhawks ladies team will host the Kansas State Wildcats at Allen Fieldhouse, and it will be in front of a nationally televised audience, as tip-off is set for 5 o'clock, and the game will be televised on ESPNU. The Jayhawks are 13-5 on the year and 3-4 in Big 12 play, while the Wildcats have a record of 13-8 overall and 2-6 in Big 12 play. Let's look at your halftime sports. Time to get you back out to your basketball games.
Hi, this is James with Idea Tech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Central Kansas, including all the schools that we serve. Living rural shouldn't mean you have to live with less. At Idea Tech, our goal is to bring you a fast, secure network with unlimited data right to the neck of the prairie, with the freedom to use it any way you need it. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability, or call 620-543-5000 to inquire about our services.
When it comes to your personal banking, it should be, well, personal. That's how we do business at the Farmers State Bank. Farmers State Bank combines personal service with the modern convenience of advanced technology. Visit any one of our locations in Galva, Lindsborg, or McPherson and see how we take service. Very personal.
Art Shirt Gear for Sport at 109 North Main, downtown Lindsborg, is a proud supporter of the Smoky Valley Vikings and the Bethany Sweets. Be sure to stop by before the game and check out the new apparel to show your team pride. We wish all the student athletes a safe and successful season.
Mix 96.7.
As we're watching a little bit of bitty basketball out here, they're playing a little offense and then going to a fast break offense kind of thing, and it's kind of entertaining to watch these young kids get they like watching their big teammates out there in the high school varsity game.
Yeah, so yeah, they look up those big guys and like to come out here and show off what they're been working on so that they're ready to go when they're in high school.
Vikings trail by 1, 24-23. Scoring went like this. First for Clay Center, Weller with 1, 2 for Hammond, 2 for Langbart, 3 for Hoffman, and then 2 with 8 points each, Pladson and Wright with 8 points each. For the Vikings, 2 for Gus Griffith, who went out with an ankle injury. We'll see if we can get an update on him. 3 for Blanchett, and then 5 for Vincent Pickering, 6 for Jerome Autry, and 7 for Cade Blanchett. How about some turnovers and rebounds?
Turnovers, I have the Vikings with 8 and Clay Center with 6.
Okay.
Rebounds are 16-9 in favor of the Vikings.
9 rebound, which it should. But losing Gus hurts the Vikings on their rebounding.
Yeah, Gus had 3 rebounds in about the quarter and a half that he was in, and I watched as they were heading off the court at halftime, and he was still limping pretty good, not able to put a lot of weight, or certainly not full weight, onto that right ankle. So I would be surprised if he's able to come back here in the second half.
Yeah, no question about that. It would be tough to see him, but the Vikings certainly just have to calm down. Don't get in a big hurry. Make the smart pass and make a sure pass.
Yeah, and be strong with the ball. They're trying to trap. They're trying to reach in and take the ball, and so offensively, you got to know that. When you catch the ball, you can't just hold it right in front of you. You got to catch the ball. You got to circle it around, move it around, so that if they're trying to reach in and get it, they're going to foul you. And then you got to be strong in case the foul isn't called. You can't let just a little contact knock the ball away from you. Like to see in the second half, get the ball inside to Cade. Cade's done a really nice job a couple of times of really powering up to the basket and playing through that contact and not letting it bother him as far as getting the shot off. So we're in good shape. We just need to clean up a few things and keep doing what we've been doing.
It's so hard to practice against a team like this because you can't get the quickness and the drive from your second team guys that a team like this puts together. They're fast, they're quick, and they almost like they take chances to get those steals, and they come up with them because they're really trying hard to get turnovers.
Yeah, exactly. They like you said, we can't simulate that quickness in practice. So hopefully our guys have seen that now for a half, and we'll make some adjustments a little bit in the second half. Find some openings in that zone. If we ball fake, because they really shift and they really follow the ball. So if you can ball fake, get some guys cutting in behind the zone or into the gaps in the zone, we ought to be able to find some easy shots.
We'll hope it all works out that way, no question about that. We'll take our final timeout. When we come back, we'll have the tip-off of the second half. You're listening to Viking Basketball on 96.7 KMPK. Back after this timeout.
You're listening to the First Bank Kansas Halftime Report. Find exclusive Viking content online at adastraradio.com. Mix 96.7. The Smoky Valley Vikings play here.
McPherson Center for Health announces a new health program to help you get to a new you. Our Healthy Habits program focuses on eating right, physical activity, and healthy lifestyle behaviors. The small groups will be held Tuesdays from 4:30 to 5:30 on the hospital campus. To learn more about cost and course content, call Suzanne Fleming at 620-241-2251, extension 179.
The John Deere 6M started with the livestock and hay producer who needs a powerful loader tractor with incredible visibility and maneuverability to easily make your way around those tight corrals, feed your herd, and bale your hay. A strong tractor is equipped with the features you need to accomplish any chore. From 110 to 195 horsepower, the 6M is fully customizable, so you get everything you need and nothing you don't. Visit your local Prairie Land partners for details.
Delivering the right solution. Prairie Land Partners.
Art Shirt Gear for Sport at 109 North Main, downtown Lynchburg, is a proud supporter of the Smoky Valley Vikings and the Bethany Sweets. Be sure to stop by before the game and check out the new apparel to show your team pride. We wish all the student athletes a safe and successful season.
Advanced Physical Therapy of McPherson offers the most comprehensive physical therapy in the area. Our therapists at Advanced Physical Therapy are trained in multiple specialties, such as dry needling, orthopedics, and neurological rehab. If getting in to see your physician is difficult, Advanced Physical Therapy may be able to see you without a referral. We pride ourselves in one-on-one goal-oriented therapy to help reduce your pain and get you back doing the things you love. Call Advanced Physical Therapy or visit our website at aptclinics.com and see how we can help you live at your physical best.
The McPherson News Ledger is your hometown newspaper.
From prep sports to local events and interesting people, look to the McPherson News Ledger each week to get the news that matters to you most. Visit McPhersonWeeklyNews.com to subscribe or learn more.
Mix 96.7.
And welcome back to Clay Center, Kansas. Don Bingson along with Darren Abel as we get ready to start the second half, and wonder who will start in front. Gus is not out there standing up, so obviously Gus isn't going to play the second half, I don't think.
No, he came back out of the locker room and didn't have a shoe on.
Yeah.
That right foot, and has got a bag of ice with him, so I think his night is done.
Probably start Braxton House. We'll see who they start. Clay Center will start Wright and Craig and Weller and Hammond and Hoffman. Vikings will come out with, well, we know they'll come out with Carson and Cade and Kai and Vincent. And it looks like Braxton House will be the fifth. Vikings have the first possession, down by one. We'll see what happens here. Enjoy the second half of this basketball game. Bethany has a doubleheader at home tomorrow night against St. Mary's. And there's an MAYB tournament starting tomorrow morning at the high school and the middle school in the Soderstrom. Almost a turnover, but Carson comes out with it good. Pickering with the baseline drive. Has it knocked away and foul on the pass. Tan Hoffman will pick up the foul.
Vikings out of bounds under our own basket.
Carson will put it in play. Vikings cutting. Out it goes to Braxton. Braxton out to Kai Blanchett. Out to Carson between the circles to reset. Like a 2-1-2 scatter, whatever you want to call it. There's a lob into Kai, too strong, and Kai gets fouled, and he'll have 2 free throws. Nice pass by Carson.
Yeah, that was a set play that we have against a zone like that Coach Snyder called. See if Kai can make a couple free throws here.
Pick up the third foul on Hoffman, and Kai makes the first to tie the game up at 24 all. Second Kai Blanchett free throw, no. Braxton House gets a rebound, little 10-footer, no. Rebound, Cade. He'll bring it outside to Carson. Over to Kai, he'll launch a 3-ball, no. Rebound, Clay Center. Oh, we had a couple of nice, really good looks. Here's Craig on the run. Good defense by Carson to get back and stop that break. Weller, back to Craig, back to Weller. Outside the Vikings, man-to-man. Drive, shot, no. Rebound inside. Wow, how do we let that guy get that rebound? 26-24, Vikings trail by 2. Pickering into the front court on the dribble. Off to Carson. Carson gets bumped, but gets it off to Cade. Gets it out to Pickering. Ball knocked away.
Vincent did a nice job right there at the last second of coming to meet the pass, and it allowed Clay Center to only knock it out of bounds. If he doesn't come to meet that pass, that's a steal, and they've probably got a layup at the other end.
But why wasn't that a foul?
Yeah, it should have been, because he definitely knocked Vincent off the path to come and get the ball.
No question. Back to Pickering. Lob inside to Cade.
Cade strong.
Out to Carson. His 3-ball. No. Rebound long to Craig. He tries to dribble out of trouble. Goes up to Hoffman. Off to Wright. Shot up and no. Tip no by Pladsen. And Pladsen.
That's just getting a little bit out hustled underneath there. Pladsen, 2 Vikings standing there, and Pladsen out hustled him to get that rebound.
I thought that was going to be on, it's Pickering's second. That's who the first foul of the game was on. Here's a 3-ball, in and out, no good, but another rebound. Another 3 by Wright. No. Rebound over the back. Hammond. That'll be his first, I believe. The Vikings ball. Clay Center puts that press on, get it up to Kai Blanchett right at half court, back to Carson. Quickly into the front court, down to Pickering. Beautiful pass, beautiful shot.
Nice.
And one.
Yeah, Vincent did a great job of just a little bit of a ball fake, got 2 defenders in the air, and then was able to power through the contact, get the basket with a chance for an and one.
That foul is going to be on Hammond, so he picks up 2 quick fouls, as did Hoffman. Pickering can't finish the three-point play. Pladsen with the rebound on the run. Up to Weller. Baseline to his teammate. No. Number 30, Hammond with the shot. Missed everything. Carson with it now in the front court. Baseline to House. Back to Pickering. Oh, and he has it knocked away and stolen. Quickly up to Wright. Wright loses the handle, but regains. In the double team, Vikings come away with it. Turnover, Clay Center.
Don't stop your dribble right there.
Now, Pickering off to Cade. Cade has it knocked away. There's all kinds of trouble. Boy, they're scrappy.
Yeah.
And it's a slap-happy defense.
It is, and you really have to be strong with the ball.
Yeah.
You have to make sharp, crisp passes, no lazy passes.
Vikings get to keep the ball. Pickering out top, now gives it out to Carson, who quickly gets double-teamed. That's over to Pickering. Out to Carson. Under to Cade. Shot up. No, Cade can't get the rebound. That knocks it out of bounds. Cade is fuming.
Yeah, he thought he got fouled on that ball in the
did.
corner that got knocked out of bounds and thought he got fouled on the shot.
On the shot.
And neither one called.
Vikings and Clay Center tied up at 26 all.
Vikings are man-to-man.
Out top it goes to Craig. Craig looking for a backdoor. Pladsen not there. Goes to Weller. Weller drive, baseline blocks. Get out to Craig, around to Brownell. Back to Pladsen. Pladsen drive in the lane. Kick out. Weller 3-ball. Swish. I don't know if they are that good of shooters or they just having a good night tonight. But inside goes to Pickering, and he gets the basket to go.
Got to get back on defense.
And going the other way, now we got a foul on Smoky Valley. And we got free throws coming up for Clay Center. Pickering gets the foul, and that'll be Vincent's third.
No, they called it on Kai.
Oh, Kai.
Yeah.
Oh, good. 24 on the foul, and that's his first. That free throw no good by Weller. So they are a little bit human. They can miss a little bit.
Yeah. Justice and Jerome Autry check in for the Vikings.
1 for 3 free throws for Clay Center in the first quarter, 1 for 2 in the second quarter. So if anything they don't do well, they don't shoot free throws well, and he missed them both. The Vikings maintain a 1-point deficit. Off it goes to Justice. Back out to Carson. Back to Justice. Back to Carson. Lob inside to Cade. His strong shot. No. Gets his own rebound. His shot. Got it to go. Good persistence by Cade to give the Vikings a 30-29 lead. Pladsen on the drive. It's a steal by Autry. Back to Cade. Cade into the lane. Cade dumped down to Carson. No. Boy, we can't make some of those shots. Carson, though, wrestles the ball away. Inside to Cade. His shot up. It's good. Nice, strong move by Cade. 32 for the Vikings, 29 for Clay Center at the 3:33 mark of the third quarter.
Yeah, you know, Pladsen had a lot of baskets going to the bucket, but he's very right-handed. He doesn't like to drive to the left nearly as well.
Now it goes to right, almost lost it out of bounds from Weller. Inside to Brownell. He'll bring it back out, Weller, to reset the offense. Dribble drive, kick out, Pladsen, his 3-ball, no. Rebound weak side. And the Vikings get the steal. Jerome comes away with it. Turnover, Clay Center, number
9.
That's what I have, good.
2, and I have Vikings for 9.
Autry, 3.
Get in.
Get in, it does. Got the friendly roll. His third 3 of the night, 35. And Clay Center wants a timeout. Will step aside as well. 2:40 left to go, third quarter. Vikings on top, 35-29. Back after this 30-second timeout.
You don't have to be a tech expert to enjoy the latest devices. Get a Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus or iPhone 14 Pro Max half off at Next Tech Wireless. Not only are you getting a great deal on those devices, you're also getting them with a great customer service guarantee. We'll help you get your information transferred from your old phone and help you learn the ins and outs of your new phone. Next Tech Wireless.
Mix 96.7.
This timeout partially brought to you by a scoreboard timeout sponsor. McPherson Dental Care, your friendly hometown dentist, online at McPhersonDentalCare.com, providing healthy smiles and a gentle touch. What do you got, Darren?
Girls final, Heston beats Buhler 54-43. And at halftime, the Heston boys are ahead of Buhler 34-26.
We got Heston coming to town later in the season. The Vikings here got a 6-point lead and fueled by some good defense.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to keep that defense up and hopefully turn it into some easy baskets.
Wright will bring it across the timeline. Goes on the wing to Hammond. Out top to Craig. Around to Brownell. Over to Hammond. Out top to Craig. Near side to Wright. Trying to get it in to Hoffman, but Cade's doing a good job of guarding him, fronting him. Now lob inside, and it's going to be a foul. The official was just baiting Cade to see if he was going to back off or not, and he didn't, and he got the foul called.
Yeah, once Cade got on his side a little too much, we like seeing him just get around behind him and then make Hoffman score over the top of him.
Yeah,
he's got it 2 or 3 inches on Hoffman.
Absolutely. Vikings going a little small now. They get Cade and Ty and Carson all out of the lineup right now.
So, yeah, Vincent and Justice and Ethan all in.
And knocked away. And
kicked by Vincent.
Kicked by Vincent. Stay with Clay Center. Hoffman to go outside and put it in play out of the court. Lob inside to Craig, but he has to go out to get it. Now he gets it back to Hoffman. He'll set up to Wright. Back to Craig. Near side to Hammond. To Brownell. Craig. Well, they move fast. Oh, Vincent almost had a steal there, but just couldn't quite get to it. Jerome almost with the steal. Back to Brownell inside, and gosh, what a pass. Give him credit for a good pass.
Well, Vincent came over from the weak side to help, but he tried to go for the steal, and then we didn't have any weak side help.
31-35. Vikings still lead at the 140 mark. Justice out top.
Clay Center's now gone to man-to-man.
Ethan around to Pickering. Pickering between the circles to reset the offense. Minute 25 to go. Pickering drive. Kick out to Jerome. Jerome with the drive. Long two, short. Rebound, Justice underneath, though. Good job by Justice. Pickering has it off to Ethan. Off to Justice to reset the offense. Minute 11 left to go. Justice giving instructions to his team on what he wants them to do. Ethan comes out to get the ball. Looking for Braxton. Goes to him on the outside. Back over to Vincent. Vincent on the dribble drive from the free throw line. Short. Rebound, Jerome. Off to Pickering. And another offensive rebounds are totaling up here a little bit for us.
A couple guys were just in the right place at the right time.
Braxton over to Justice. Autry goes over to Ethan on the far side. Craig right on top of him. Comes over to Jerome. Jerome under the house. House elevates his shot. It's good.
There we go.
Nice running the offense.
Yeah, good patience there. Make them play defense for a while.
Braxton with a nice finish. 22 seconds. Oh, almost a steal. But they save it from going back court. Good hands by Jerome. Craig with it. Goes over to Wright. 10 seconds left. They're going to have to hurry up and get their play run. Wright way out top with it. Good defense by Autry and Autry. Oh, that shouldn't be. Jerome is laughing. I think that was good defense.
Yeah.
Wright initiated all that contact.
Yeah, and that was a little bit of a flop on his part.
Yeah. Quick substitution, Weller in. They got 3.9 seconds to get a shot off of some kind. Ball Wright got it in but didn't get the roll, and that's the end of the quarter. Our score after 3 quarters, Smoky Valley 37, Clay Center 31. Back after this 1-minute timeout.
What makes Scooter's coffee amazing? Maybe it's our espresso drinks, like our signature hot, iced, or blended Caramelicious, made from the best coffee beans in the world. Maybe it's our signature homemade cinnamon rolls and tasty breakfast sandwiches, served fresh every day. Maybe it's the refreshment of our fruit smoothies in the summer, the coziness of a hot mocha in the winter. Spoiler alert, all of the above. Start your day or top it off at Scooter's Coffee. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scooter's Coffee in Hutchinson, McPherson, and Salina.
Your new home is ready and waiting for you with friends, activities, and peace of mind. Be part of a caring community. Your friends at Sunflower Terrace by Bethany Village in Lindsborg will help you customize an affordable package to fit the lifestyle you desire with the assistance you need.
It's wonderful to be here. A very good place to come to. It's my home.
Get your free guide today at sunflowerterrace.com. Sunflower Terrace by Bethany Village. Experience the art of living.
Mix 96.7.
And back at Clay Center, Don Binkson along with Darren Abel as the Vikings get ready for the last 8 minutes to see how we can navigate here. We held them to 7, while scoring 14. We're a touchdown ahead.
Yeah, you bet. We'll take another touchdown if we can get it. So,
speaking of touchdowns, how do you think the Chiefs are going to do this weekend?
It's going to be a battle.
Boy, it will be. No question about that. Clay Center has the first possession. Good jump on the dribble by Cade Blanchett. Gets it off to Craig. Man-to-man defense by the Vikings. Wright goes out top to Weller to Craig. Near side to Wright again. Wright dribble drive. Has it knocked away. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up by the Vikings. That's turnover number
10
for Clay Center.
Yes.
The Vikings have
9.
They only had 1 in that third quarter. Excellent quarter of basketball for Smoky Valley. Up by 6 now. Carson on the dribble. Gets it off to Kai. Kai across to House. His three-pointer. No. Rebound. Cade had it. Pickering ends up with it. And Wright touches the ball to the out of bounds, and so stay with the Vikings.
Yeah.
A little break
just
there
need
for Smoky Valley.
We need to just run our offense again. Be patient. Make them, they're in that man-to-man, so let's make them play defense for 20 or 30 seconds.
Carson trying to get it in somewhere. Going to go out top to Pickering. Almost stolen by Wright, but didn't get there quick enough. Now out to Carson on the far side wing. Near side to Kai Blanchett. Kai, dribble drive, baseline, turnaround, shot, no. Rebound to Wright. Wright in transition. Out top goes to Hoffman. Hoffman has it stolen away by Cade. And he said he was shooting, and he said he slapped him on the arm, and Cade said, no, I didn't.
I don't think it was Cade. I think it was somebody else that was reaching in there.
And at the free throw line is Hammond, who was 1 of 3 shooting free throws in the first quarter. Got that one to roll in. A little bit of a lucky roll on that one. First quarter points belong to Clay Center. And he got them both. 33. (33-37). Vikings by 4 with the basketball. Carson across the half-court line, gets trapped right away. Goes over to Cade. Cross court to Pickering, almost out of reach, but ends up with it. Off to Carson. Carson dribble out over to Kai. Back to Carson. Back to Pickering. Well, they really trap quick.
Yeah, they've gone back to that zone defense.
Carson, Pickering, 3, no, rebound. And Braxton grabs a hold of the ball. Nice job, Braxton.
Going to be Viking ball.
He just grabbed a hold of the ball. It was right out there. He brought it down where he shouldn't have. And
yeah.
Good job, Braxton. Carson will step out of bounds and put the ball in play. It's a Cade. Cade to Braxton. Braxton to Carson. Tipped away by Pladson, but Carson runs it down in the backcourt, which is fine. Carson runs into a double team. Boy, they double team so quick.
Yeah.
Get it back to Carson. Carson with it. Double team again. Back to Carson. Carson across the... He had a hold of his arm and didn't call a foul. Pickering. Back to Carson. Across to Kai. Kai back to Pickering. Pickering at the elbow. Shot. No. Rebound. Play center. Good long run, but no points. Weller bringing it under the front court. Weller, dribble drive all the way in, and on the drive, he gets fouled by, on the shot. That was an NBA continuation. That was side of the lane. That wasn't a shooting.
Kai needs to back off half a step.
Coach is saying the same. Why was he shooting? He wasn't shooting. But Weller missed 2 free throws a little bit ago, too. But he can't miss now. They're 3 for 3 in this quarter.
Brownell and Langbart back in for Clay Center.
Kai picks up his second foul. They're 4 for 4 in this fourth quarter to start the quarter. Vikings haven't scored yet. Come on, Smoky Valley boys, pick up the offensive end. They get double teamed as soon as he comes into the front court. Gets it off to Pickering.
We need to attack the baseline here. When those wings get it, attack the baseline. That's where it's open.
And they turn it over again. Ball loose, picked up by House, ends up with there. Weller jumping right on top of the pile. And let that go. I think he hurt his own player more than the Viking player. Pladson gets up shaking his head, but Weller just jumped on top of the pile. That is a foul.
Yep.
Pladson trying to walk it off. So it's Clay Center ball on the turnover. That's a couple of turnovers on the Vikings. Are we up to 11?
Yes.
Pladson against House.
Or 10, actually. I've got us at 10.
Get it off to Weller. Weller kick out Langbart. Inside to Weller. Back to Langbart. Back to Weller. Three-pointer. No. Rebound. Kai.
Hang on, Kai.
Good. Going the other way. I was hoping. That was 13 on the foul. That's Weller. It's his first foul. Vikings will take a timeout. We'll keep this one right here. I want to thank some of our sponsors again. This timeout brought to you by Pyle Law. Have you or someone you know been injured at work? Tom Pyle has over 25 years experience helping injured workers receive the benefits they deserve. Call for a free consultation at 620-241-9000. This injury report for Gus brought to you by Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation Sports Performance. Schedule your free consultation at summitkansas.com. The Summit, together for exceptional health care. And you can also stream tonight's game on your phone with the Ad Astra radio app, powered by Next Tech Wireless. Shop the latest phones and devices at the best prices. Next Tech Wireless. We are Kansas. 4:51 left to go. Fourth quarter action. Vikings with a 2-point lead, 35-37. Vikings haven't scored in this quarter yet.
Clay Center is going to pick up man-to-man full court here.
And bringing a little pressure is Brownell. He'll back off as Carson brings it across the timeline.
Now they're back to their zone.
Pickering, baseline drive, 10-footer, no, rebound, last touch. Oh, House knocked it away. Looked like it went off of Weller, but Carson talking to the official about something, maybe slapping his hand or something, we'll see. As Pladson brings it across the timeline. On the dribble against House. Backdoor cut to Brownell, off to Hoffman, his shot. No, rebound, Brownell, Hoffman. And we're going to get a Viking foul.
We are just giving up too many offensive rebounds.
Yeah, now we are. That'll be Kai Blanchett, number 3. Jerome in for Braxton. Cade, Kai, Pickering, Jerome, and Carson on the court for Smoky Valley. 1-1. It's good by Hoffman, who missed 2 out of 3 in that first quarter, has made 3 out of 3 now. Surely we can talk him out of one of these. He'll tie up the game, and we did.
Nope, they said Vincent was in too soon.
You can leave as soon as it touches his hand. I mean, as soon as it leaves his hand.
Well, and Vincent was saying, I didn't step in the lane. I just picked up my foot, and the official's saying you can't stick your foot in the lane even if you don't touch.
That's not right.
Yeah, I don't think so either. You've got to touch the floor.
Well, anyway, they're 6 for 6 to tie the game up at 37-all.
Yeah, that's really all they're doing, getting on out of their offenses. Offensive rebounds and free throws.
Inside to Carson, his little floater. In and out, no good. Rebound, Carson has it knocked away, but Jerome saves it on the outside. Gives it back to Carson. That's a foul. My goodness, they get away with murder out there. There's a reach in finally by Brownell. And that's the 16th foul, so the next one will be free throws for Smoky Valley. Brownell will pick up his second.
His second personal foul. 16th foul for the Tigers. And the game for the Tigers, number 14, Owen Craig.
Kai Blanchett to step out and do the honors. Gets it to Jerome. Jerome will bring it into the front court, but where he'll get double teamed as soon as he gets in the court.
Right there, get it down to the baseline.
Carson back to Jerome, loses the handle, but saves it. Jerome in the lane, little floater, no. Rebound loose, picked up by Hoffman. Oh, just out of the reach of Cade. To Weller, back to Hoffman, his drive, no. Rebound Vikings. And coming up with a foul. Oh, he ran into him. He ran into him and knocked him forward. He can't.
Wow.
My goodness. We're having a lot of bad luck here with 3:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. The game just tied up now, so you don't have to be concerned about that, but we've got to be concerned about refocusing here.
Yeah.
Get it into Hammond. Hammond looking for Hoffman. It goes out top instead to Weller. He'll reset the offense against Carson. Pladson on the dribble. Carson on the switch goes against the defense on him. Pladson drive. Shot up, missing. Rebound right to Weller. How does it go to all these guys? There's a foul. We're going to go the other way. Thank you.
Finally.
Weller just crashed on top of the Vikings trying to rebound. And a lot of times you can get away with that. I mean, if they're letting them play.
And when it's that crowded inside, it's hard to see that contact.
You let them pile on top, and then at the free throw line, Carson Peel will shoot. That'll be the second foul on Weller. Carson with a 1-and-1. Vikings had not scored in this quarter yet. There's 3:04 left to go. Thank you, Carson. 38 coming at the 3:04 mark. Wow. That's almost 5 minutes without scoring.
Wow. Somebody got to get back here.
Got them both. Coach signaling back there. He wasn't going to let him miss that opportunity. To Hoffman with the dribble drive inside of the lane. Goes out to Weller. Baseline to Hoffman. Hoffman, good defense. Hammond three, no. Rebound. Cade, strong rebound by Cade Blanchett, and a reach-in foul on Pladson. Their bench wanting a jump ball, but you can't.
Yeah.
Cade had it wrapped up something awful. He was not going to let anybody grab a hold of that. Now Cade at the free throw line will shoot a front end of a 1-and-1. Pladson will pick up his second foul. They have 18 fouls.
Yeah, I think their coaches think if it's not drawing blood, then it's not a foul.
It's not a foul. Cade got it to go.
Nice job,
Cade. He's in double figures with a dozen. Got them both.
Yeah, really need to focus on defense. Try and make them score out of their offense and not from the free throw line or off of an offensive rebound.
Neither team has scored a field goal. Now a timeout on the court will step aside as well. Vikings up 41-37 back after this 30-second timeout.
McPherson Center for Health is pleased to welcome Dr. Dusty Samuels to our exceptional team of family medicine physicians and providers. Dr. Samuels returns to Kansas from Minnesota and is welcoming patients of all ages. She has special interest in family care, pediatrics, and chronic disease management. Give us a call to establish patient status with Dr. Samuels at 620-241-7400.
Mix 96.7.
Well, the Vikings just have to take care of business here. Neither team has scored a field goal. They're up by 4 now. And that's good free throw shooting by Carson Peel and Cade Blanchett down the stretch here. So
yeah, just play good, solid defense.
2:37 left to go. Pladsen goes backcourt to get the ball inbounded. Vikings man-to-man. Hoffman gets around to Weller. Inside to steal. Nice steal by Cade Blanchett. Beautiful defense by Cade. Get it up to back to Carson. Over on the baseline to Justice. Justice, hang on to it. You're fine. You don't have to worry. You don't have to hurry and get rid of it when nobody guarding you. Justice comes around on the dribble. Still on the dribble. Loses the handle.
Hang on to the ball.
And it goes up to Weller. Weller against just Jerome. And he turns sideways to get out of the way. And Weller jumps into him, gets the and one, makes the basket, gets the and one. 39 for Clay Center. First field goal of the quarter for either team.
Vincent Pickering in. Yeah, that's one where you got to get either completely out of the way so there's no contact, or foul him so he can't even get the shot off.
Yeah. Either way, but don't hang around and let him jump into you. You got the friendly roll on the free throw. They are 7 for 7 on free throws.
That is their offense.
40-41. Ty almost threw it away as Carson. Jerome wasn't ready for it.
Go up.
And good. Jerome off the glass.
He was looking to pass, and all the defenders went to try and steal a pass and left him open for the little 4-footer in the lane.
Minute 40 left to go. Vikings up 43-40. Weller goes to Craig. Vikings man-to-man back to Weller. Looking for Hoffman guarding Weller on the drive. Weller picks up the foul. Weller will have 2 free throws.
Kai's got to slide his feet laterally and not give that up so easily there.
It's 4 fouls now on Kai. 1:27 left to go. Perfect on the free throw. 41-43. Second Weller free throw. Missing. Rebound. Tied up, and on alternating possession, it goes to the Vikings.
We didn't block out.
Good strong rebound by Cade, though.
Yeah, Cade had his guy blocked out, but
he came from the other side of the lane.
He came from the other side because we didn't block out, yeah.
They're going to apply pressure all over the court here. Pickering
got a screen.
Gets it into Kai.
Screen, there, go by him.
Blanchett up to Carson. Carson with the strong shot, blocked. And it goes out of bounds. No foul called as Carson gets driven to the ground. He's smiling. It's like, oh, well.
That's all right. We'll take the ball.
It's one of those where you expect a foul or you're just positive you're not going to call a foul.
Right.
There's Cade. Strong to the basket. No. And there'll be 2 free throws coming for Cade.
That foul is on Pladsen.
His third. Come on, Cade, put him in, bud. Kai Blanchett will go out with his 4 fouls. Second Cade Blanchett free throw. Too strong. Rebound. Clay Center. Pladsen across the timeline. Picked up by Pickering. Around it goes to Hoffman. To Wright, who just checked in. To Weller. Near side to Craig. Out top to Pladsen. Ooh, almost a travel, but he hung on to his pivot foot. Out of Hoffman. 54 seconds left to go in the ball game. Weller, right. Right on the dribble out top, around to Hoffman. They're down by 2. Hoffman and a timeout.
Oh.
Good timeout. We're going to keep this one right here. They cut a backdoor cut, and Pladsen got the pass from his teammate, but the coach had called timeout before they threw the pass, and it
break for the Vikings there because they had a layup.
It's a full timeout, so the Vikings still have a 2-point lead. There's 41.9 seconds to go. Now the wheels start turning, and what are you going to do? Where are you going to put the ball in play? It's going to be outside, so
on the side here in front of their bench. And they're going to try and get something going to the basket. You know, they've lived at the free throw line this whole corner, so you know, we've got to be smart defensively here. Be the weak side. Anybody that's on the weak side, you got to be ready to sag and help and cut off the drive. You know, they haven't really shot, other than right, they haven't shot it that well from the outside. So cut off the drive, force them to kick it out, and you know, have somebody shoot it from the outside.
They have made 8 out of 9 free throws in the fourth quarter. We've made 4 out of 6. So they're ahead in the free throw shooting contest so far. 41.9 seconds, but we're ahead on the scoreboard, 43-41. What are we going to do? See what we pick up. Putting the ball in play will be Hoffman. Hoffman will put it in play. We're going to pick up man-to-man. Go backcourt with it to Pladsen, that's fine. We'll reset
force him to go left. He wants to go right.
Off to Weller. Weller will drive all the way in. Baseline backdoor cut by Wright. Good defense by the Vikings, and come up with the ball. And Justice gets fouled hard. And Justice will have free throws at the other end, which will be 2 because that's their 10th foul. Justice hasn't scored yet in this ball game, so see what the Mirror Cat can do for us.
See if he can copy his brother's performance from the other night.
The second foul on Wright is also there's nobody in foul trouble for them. First free throw, got it to go. Just like his brother at home the other night, making 4 of 4 down the stretch. Justice shooting free throws. Got them both.
Timeout, Vikings. 30-second timeout.
45-41, Vikings. We'll keep this one right here. Again, this timeout brought to you by McPherson Dental Care. Scoreboard update. We got some scores. I'll give a scoreboard update. Brought to you by your friendly hometown dentist, McPherson Dental Care. Online at McPhersonDentalCare.com, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
Let's see some final scores here. An upset in the girls' Wildcat Classic in Haven. Garden Plain girls beat Haven girls 36-26.
Wow.
A boys' final, Heston beats Buhler 64-43. A girls' final, Ellenwood 43, Lions 38. And at halftime between those schools, Ellenwood is up on Lions 26-23. Hillsboro girls defeat Minneapolis 48-34. And at after 3 quarters, the Hillsboro boys 50, Minneapolis 22.
Thank you very much. 28.9 seconds to go. Vikings up by 4. Pladsen will bring it into the front court. Pladsen all the way to the baseline. Pladsen shot. Wow, he blew that whistle before.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That is just not a foul.
It's just anticipating contact.
Yeah, that is absolutely. He did nothing to deviate, cause that offensive player to deviate from his path.
That'll be the first on Carson Peel. Carson plays so smart, though. He doesn't foul. And Pladsen makes the free throw. 42-45. Pickering out now. Second Pladsen free throw. No good. Kai with the rebound.
Strong.
Get it to Carson, and they'll foul Carson right away. So Carson will be at the other end shooting 2. 45-42. Vikings with the lead at the 20.7 mark, and Carson at the free throw line shooting 2 free throws. perfect. 46-42. Right back in. Hammond out. Carson free throw, second free throw, rimming out, no good. Rebound, Hoffman quickly up to Weller. That's going to be an offensive foul. No.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
Wow. Justice did not put his hands up, did not do anything. Weller backed into him, spun move, knocked him over, and got rewarded. 46-42. Weller with 2 free throws coming up. And no good. He's now missed 2 in a row. 15.4 seconds remaining. Second Weller free throw on the way. No.
He was across the line.
And it's going to... Pladson knocked that out.
Wow. I'm going to...
Yeah, we can't say anything. That's still a 4-point deficit for Clay Center now. And the clock running, even if they score, let them score. You don't have to throw the ball in for 5 seconds.
Right.
Get it into Weller, who gets it out to Hammond, dumped down to Carson.
Turn it over.
Vikings get a steal, and Carson gets fouled again. Carson will be back at the free throw line shooting 2 more free throws.
So, yeah, we shouldn't even have to throw the ball in because it'll take them 5 seconds to score.
It's still a 4-point lead for the Vikings, so we're pretty much in control here. That foul is going to be on Weller, his 3rd. Carson free throw, got it to go. 47 for the Vikings. .48 for the Vikings, made them both.
Now, it'll take them at least 4 seconds to get down and score. We don't even inbound the ball.
Nope, don't have to. Coach Snyder wants them to pick him up at half court. Pladson will dribble drive all the way.
Back off, Kai, back off.
Got the basket.
Now, don't inbound. Oh, he calls a timeout. So we'll have to inbound it.
Yep. So 44. Pladson scores the basket. He was wanting to kick it out for somebody to shoot a 2, but didn't have anybody there. That's with 3.2 seconds remaining. Well, all in all, a good fourth quarter for the Vikings. They did give up a 6-0 run to start the quarter, but then they got 4 in a row themselves to open back up a 4-point lead. Clay Center got a couple free throws to get it back to a 1-point game. Vikings then got back in the lead, and they've held the lead ever since. So letting Clay Center get within 1 point is as good as you can get.
Yeah, and here's the deal. You know, if you're the inbounder, we got to tell our inbounders, throw it inbounds no matter what. Don't stand there and get a 5-second count. That's the worst thing. Throw it in, because once it's touched, the time's going to start. And so even if they get a steal and get the ball, we just stand back and let them shoot it.
Right, absolutely. The Vikings break the huddle. Cade, Kai, Carson, Autry, and Autry comes out for the Vikings. Vikings have put it in play. See if Kai's going to stay at half court here.
Now, if Clay Center was smart, they would grab somebody before the ball's thrown inbound, get a foul before the ball comes in.
Get it into Kai, and he'll get fouled right away. But Kai will be at the other end shooting a pair. 2.4 seconds remaining. A foul on Pladson, I think. I haven't put anything up yet on the board. It won't matter. Nobody's going to foul out here. This Kai Blanchett will have 2 free throws. First one good. 49 for the Vikings. That one, we got the friendly roll. Hit the front of the rim and went down. Right has it. Going to launch a 3 ball. It's no good. And our final score from Clay Center. Smoky Valley wins at 50-44. We'll be back to wrap this game up for you as the Vikings doubleheader sweep tonight on the road at Clay Center. Back after these timeouts.
Coming up, the Viking Locker Room Show on Mix 96.7. Stay tuned as we name tonight's play and player of the game. The Smoky Valley Vikings play on Mix 96.7.
Enjoy always homemade favorites and weekly specials at Water's Edge Restaurant and Catering in Heston. It's simply the best for comfort food classics or unique seasonal flavors. Check out their Thursday night specials and customizable catering options too. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Follow them on Facebook and view the menu at watersedgeheston.com. With dine-in or curbside to-go service, they've got your cravings covered morning, noon, and Thursday night.
If you want high-quality dental care with a gentle touch and a pleasant atmosphere, come visit us at McPherson Dental Care. Our friendly and experienced staff is here to help give you the best dental care around. From regular cleanings to fillings, dental implants, or any teeth extractions, we can provide the treatments you need. We are always accepting new patients, so be sure to call us at 620-241-5000 to help schedule your next appointment, or check us out online at mcphersondentalcare.com. McPherson Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
The premier high school basketball tournament in the state, the 28th Mid-America Girls Classic Tournament, hosted at the historic McPherson High School Roundhouse in cooperation with the McPherson Optimist Club. Single-day or 3-day passes available for January 26th through the 28th. Purchase raffle tickets for a chance to win a Hustler lawnmower from Hometown Tire and Turf. The 28th Mid-America Girls Classic, January 26th through the 28th, sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, SVHS, Prairie Hills Financial Group, Hometown Tire and Turf, and the McPherson CVB.
Pyle Law is a Kansas personal injury law firm. We handle cases in McPherson County and throughout the state of Kansas. Now is the time to call for your free consultation. I'm Liz Pyle, and my husband Tom has over 25 years of personal experience in all matters relating to Kansas personal injury law. Tom will take the time to evaluate your options, inform you of your rights, and walk you through the complicated process of seeking compensation for your personal injuries or loss. Contact Pyle Law at 620-241-9000.
Mix 96.7.
And welcome back to Clay Center as the Vikings do what they needed to do. Come on the road in a tough environment and win 2 games. The girls winning by the score of 43-44, a 1-point victory for Smoky Valley girls, and the boys winning by the score of 50-44. The scoring totals went like this: 2 points for Hammond, 2 points for Langvart, 8 for Wright, and then 3 players in double figures: 10 for Weller, 11 for Hoffman, 11 for Pladson. For the Vikings, 2 Justice Autry, which 2 for 2 free throws in that fourth quarter. 2 for Braxton House, 2 for Gus Griffith, who went out with an ankle injury, never came back. 5 for Carson Peel, making 5 of 6 free throws in that fourth quarter. 6 for Kai Blanchett, 2 for 2 in the fourth quarter. 9 for Vincent Pickering, no free throws in the fourth quarter. And then in double figures, Jerome Autry, who had 3 3-pointers in the first 3 quarters, and then another 2 in the fourth quarter with 11 points. And Cade Blanchett with 13 points. He was 2 of 4 free throw shooting in that fourth quarter, but Vikings 11 for 14 in the fourth quarter, really what won the game.
Well, and that's huge, and certainly that hasn't been one of our strengths this year, right. And so really nice to see the guys step up there and hit them when they counted. Tough win, really good win, because this is such a tough place to play against a good team. They're better than a 4-8 team.
Yeah.
Really good win for the Vikings. Did what they needed to do. A little bit like the girls, maybe not the prettiest win, but how
about some rebounding and turnovers?
Yeah, turnovers, 12 for the Vikings, 13 for Clay Center, and we did take advantage of on the boards by winning the rebounding game 36-26.
36 rebounds for the Vikings. Now, a complete game. The Vikings took care of business. And when you lose Gus Griffith, one of your big guys inside, you got to make some adjustments, and that is tough to always make those adjustments.
Yep.
So the Vikings did a good job of adjusting after losing Gus and making sure that they can't come here. And now we get Jerome Autry to come and visit with us on the post-game show. Welcome, Jerome. Welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, a good Viking victory tonight, and Gus went down with an ankle injury, but everybody stepped up and picked up for him and came up with a victory.
Yeah.
How about three 3-pointers and then another 2 down the stretch for 11 points? You had a nice game.
Yeah, thank you. What fired me up was the student section talking trash, and every time I got in, the coach was like, "Oh, shooter, you got to make sure you're on him." And still, everyone left me open, so I just shot it.
Yeah, you did a good job, and then your team. Well, first of all, I want to congratulate you for 4 for 4 down the stretch at home the other night against. That was awesome to hit those pressure free throws. That was something else. So, but tonight. Carson stepped up, hitting 5 out of 6. We as a team, we hit 11 out of 14 free throws. Not a strength for us this year.
Yeah.
Have you been practicing free throws?
Yeah, after every drill, we take 6-10 minutes of shooting 1-and-1s. If you miss the first one, you run down back. If you make the first one and miss the second one, you run it down back. And if you make both, you don't run.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really motivated to make free throws.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you look forward to now? We get back next week and get to Lions. You got Lions at home. You really blew them out of the gym at Sterling, but you can't. They're not going to lay down for us.
Yeah, I think we kind of played bad against them when we ran our zone. We did good, but when we played man against them, we just let them go by. And they're not a very good team, so Coach Snyder was obviously not happy. So I think if we go back to man against them, that we fully lock them up and play a better game.
Well, it's an amazing victory on the road here tonight. The girls game. How exciting was that to watch the girls win that game?
Oh, that was so exciting. When I saw was it Eva that hit when I saw that, I got so hyped.
Yeah, it was fun to see that. It's a tough place to play, and the Vikings come away with a couple of victories, and we appreciate you coming out, and we will see you on Tuesday at home.
All right, see ya.
Jerome Autry doing a nice job as usual, and he comes away with a big smile. They're all smiling. These guys are happy.
Yeah, they're having fun right now. Which was what we want to see. And so we come back next week, back into league play, like you said, and picked up a tough one tonight. Should have one Tuesday night that we definitely should win. So come back next week and hit the back stretch here to finish out the season.
How about tonight's player of the game, sponsored by People's Bank and Trust? Safe, sound, reliable banking that puts you first. Put their experience to work for you and your family. Relationship banking from People's Bank and Trust. How many rebounds did Cade have?
Let's see. I had Cade for 5 rebounds. He and Carson led the team with 5 rebounds each.
Nice job by Carson. I'm going to give it to Cade. He had double figures and a good job rebounding. He was a tough battle in there all night long.
He was. He had to fight and threw some stuff and a lot of contact that didn't get called. And he came through and was really strong tonight when we needed him to be.
Any final thoughts on the game tonight?
Tough battles, both boys and girls, like we thought they would be, and good to see the Vikings, hang in there, hold their poise at the end of the game, make some free throws when the game was on the line, and come out with victories. Should feel good about it.
Feel good about it. Well, that'll wrap it up. Bethany at home tomorrow night. Don't forget that. There's an MAYB tournament going on that Quarterback Club is not sponsoring, but the high school basketball boys team is. And then we'll be back on the air Tuesday with Lions at home. For Mitchell back at the station, for Darren, this is Don wishing everybody a very pleasant good night. And we'll talk to you Tuesday from Smoky Valley Gym. Take care, everyone. Good night.
Lauren Doak here to tell you about the Smoky Valley Virtual Charter School. We have everything your student